Hello, everyone. Yay!
Yay.
Welcome, everyone, to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome, my lovely co-host and an intention setter, Val from Dragonfly Crystals.
Thank you.
And welcome, everyone, to the 15th Shine Your Light event.
15 times, 15 wonderful, wonderful events. Can you imagine the building up of all this energy that we've done from, Marina, sometimes I haven't been here, but you've done it. I mean, holding this space for all this over hours every month is, except for 1 month, you actually have done an outstanding job. I have to say, my hat is off to you for being able to do this and keep it going and putting it together. It takes so much, but the energy that is out there after 15 events of this beautiful light going out into the world has shifted so many things, and we're all moving in such a beautiful path. All of us. So everyone in the chat, everyone in our community, everyone around the world, things are really changing. And I feel like everyone is receiving the healing that they need, the energetic awakening that they are waiting for to rediscover within themselves, all of this. So it's such an exciting time. And I'm so happy to be part of this with you, Marina. And thank you for holding the space for this to occur, because it takes a lot of dedication to do this.
You know what? I think that if I approached it as something that I had to do, I think that it would be a little overwhelming. But I am forever grateful to Sherry Voices from the, Sherry Trancing with Spirit, because this was something that her guides gave to her. And she asked me if I would be interested in doing that, the first show with her and so on. And yes, I love the concept. I love the idea. It felt so right. And it was, a couple months in that she said, you know what? I think this is yours. I'm meant to be doing something else. I think this is yours. So thank you to Sherry Trancing with Spirit, and thank you to her guides and angels and everyone, and to mine as well, for putting this together and having it be what it is. And I couldn't be more enthusiastic about doing it every month, because I do see the good that it's doing. Absolutely. It's there. So, Thank you, Lorraine Orr says, you're a natural, Marina.
Isn't she, Lorraine? I mean, oh my gosh, come on. She was meant to do this. I mean, totally. I agree.
I'm such I don't know what's the word that I'm looking for, but it's just, put me in the center of something and let me talk.
And she does. Like she shines like a star, because it's her natural state of being. I mean,
yes, totally. So just quickly, I'm going to say hello to Jackie B Readings. Hello, Jackie B. We've got Lorraine Orr, who is here, Barbara Hart Love, Kelly McCall, Kimberly Canoose, Innocent Potato. Hello. Catherine is here. Artist Liz is here. Heather the Empath. Amanda Celeste. Suzanne Grigsby. Heather the Empath. Shining Love Light Truth is here. Who else? I don't want to miss anyone.
Carol by Sherry. Good to see you.
Woohoo! Yes, absolutely. Dawn Turner, hello. Dawn is listening. She's driving. So,
Oh, okay,
thank
good.
you.
Don't type while you drive.
Oh, no, no.
No.
Teresa Tea Garden Chicken and Aileen Levin
Mhm.
and Aditi, Catherine. Thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every one of you. Sonia Claiborne, Rose Quartz. There's just, yeah, this is such a fabulous community that yeah. Annie's Gifts, hello, hello. Um, yeah, there's when I don't know about anybody else, but I can feel the energy when we gather.
Yeah.
And when we, when you do that, set the intention for one, it just, I feel every word, I feel every syllable. And for really for hours and sometimes for days after the show, I am feeling that high energy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right.
And when you're inundated with that high frequency during this show, and especially you, Marina, sitting through the whole entire thing, you're going to absorb in all that higher frequency. And it is going to stay with you for a time, a long while, and
Yes.
until you naturally, ground and come down to a certain normal level. But it is just a beautiful thing. And you realize how shifting it is when that happens
Yes.
to you, that you're sitting in these higher frequencies. Those are the guides and angels and beings of light coming in, your higher self, your monad, the soul, everything aligning and coming in to work with all of us. And so, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. It's just, it is absolutely fabulous. And there are moments throughout the 4 hours that I do feel like, okay, I have to ground myself.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
But since you have to be the host, play hostess, it is, you have to have some grounded sense or you can't talk.
Yes, and it does get like that sometimes in that higher energy.
In the higher energy, sometimes the mouth and the brain aren't working because you're up here.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to come out. And one of the things that and this kind of goes back a couple days when Val and I did Thursday's Messages for Lightworkers show. And we didn't do the full hour because I just kind of felt like I felt a little discombobulated, like I did not myself.
Yeah.
And I had said to Val, you know what, this almost feels like there's a message coming in, and I don't know what it is or when it's going to come in, but okay, fine. And sure enough, later on Thursday, I was given my marching orders, which was get to your computer and open up Word, which I did. And there, I did receive a message from the Council of 13. I have not, once everything was said and done, I saved it to my desktop. I didn't go back and look at it. I haven't read it. So later on this evening, I will share it with everyone, and I'll be hearing it for the very first time myself. So
I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is fabulous.
And hello, Viviani. Nice to see you here. And Nancy Schaefer and all you wonderful folks. I hope that you've had a great day. I know we don't generally talk politics, and I don't want to get into a political discussion. I do, however, want to acknowledge that there was the No Kings March today, and from everything that I have heard, it was even bigger than they anticipated. Yes. So to all of you that participated, and I've seen comments, some of you have. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being the beacon for those who have questions, who want things to be different.
Yeah.
Thank you for being that light for everyone. So yeah, there is that. And for those of you that are, if this is the first time that you are joining me on this event, this kind of the format of what we do, and that is, initially when Cherry first got the message to do this, it was with the idea in mind that we wanted everyone to be able to participate. To physically participate in this, rather than just, oh yeah, it's a YouTube channel, they're talking that woo-woo stuff. So at the top of the hour, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just before the top of the hour, Val is going to do a little prayer and set the intention for us going forward as we spread that love, light, compassion, and unity to anyone, anywhere in the world that needs it. Right? We're equal opportunity love.
We are.
Yes. Yeah. And we ask you to participate, physically participate, by turning on your porch lights when we hit the 7 p.m. Time in your particular time zone. There'll be 4 opportunities, right? Mm-hmm. Turn on your porch light, put a lamp in the window, get one of those little electronic candles or something. Put it in a window so that you are shining your light, so that people will see it and they'll wonder, right?
Exactly.
Why does she have a light on in her window? And you might have an opportunity one day to explain it.
That's possible.
And you could say, listen, this is, we're not asking you to, financial contributions, none of that. We just want you to share your energy. That's where the power is.
That really is. And you just gave me the chills again, running up and down my body. That is where the power is.
Yes.
Share your energy. Share that light. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's fabulous. And I know we didn't have an event last month because it was, my impression was that it wasn't supposed to happen last month.
The energies didn't feel right for it, for sure.
No.
So yeah, when you canceled it, I thought, yeah, that feels so right. That it's just not time for it.
Yes.
A lot of things were going on in March, or I mean in April or January. No, February. That's how space cadet I am, folks. It's the dental. I had dental surgery, and my brain is on ibuprofen.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry.
I get it.
I know what my name is, though.
Yes. Right, Judy? Right. Yes.
Yeah, Judy. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And I'm going, hello, James Spear. Oh. And there's wonderful, wonderful things. And I have noticed, and I don't know about anyone else, and if any of you have, please, share it in the comments with people. But I'm noticing that there is more acceptance. There is more kindness in a way. That I notice it when I'm out shopping or running around. More people are willing to hold the door open instead of just walking through and letting it smack back at you.
More people are conscious and actually in the
Yes.
moment doing things like that. I have noticed that too. And Valerie of Illumination Portal says last month with a heavy Pisces season.
Yes.
So it makes sense that I was out of it. I was on vacation. Marina was, ended up canceling the Shine Your Light. And it felt right because
Yes.
I was just like, man, I couldn't bring it together. And even when I got home, I had a little bit of disconnect from. It's like we were disconnecting from a bunch of stuff, and we had to now reconnect to new things.
Yes.
In some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And Garnet McLear said, yes, I've noticed that recently. And Amanda Celeste said, yes, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to see more and more of that, because you know what? More and more of you not only come to the live Shine Your Light event, but you're tuning in replay.
Exactly.
And and whether you're here with us live or you're watching this in replay a week from now, it's still the same energy. It's still the same focus. It's still the same thing. So we've got some lovely things to look forward to. We really, really do.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yes. And I just want to highlight a little bit. What have you got happening on your channel that we can tell the good folks about?
What's coming up is on Tuesday. Catch Marina and I on Sarah's channel, Hibiscus Healing, at 5:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern time, where we'll be on there as her guests. And, come bring your love, like and subscribe to Hibiscus Healing. And let's carry a lot of love there for Sarah. And so it should be an interesting and fascinating show. So
yes, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I think that, there's Sarah is sort of one of the new readers to the community. And there have been so many new people.
So many new people. And Marina and I see people who've taken our classes who are out there, and we're like proud parents of, it's like, every one of you, our sister, brother, daughter, whatever kind of energy. And we're so excited to have you really step into your power, right, Marina, and really take your gifts and start using them, because this is who you really are. You're this multidimensional being, not just this 3D cardboard cutout.
It's not a case of, like we believed a long time ago that, there's a tarot reader. That was such an event.
Yeah, it's like, because it was you can't even think about a tarot reader the same way anymore. No. As opposed to, it's totally shifted. So many changes, and you realize these things are tools for what you're channeling through from your guides and angels anyway. It doesn't matter whether you're using a pendulum or not.
Exactly.
Totally.
Look
who's there.
Yay!
Girls. Good to see you.
Good to see
you too. It's been a minute.
A few minutes. Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we were just saying, that there's, when I remember, even a few years ago when people would say, oh, what do you do?
Yeah, you had to kind of shield it, or
I'm a tarot reader, and it was almost apologetic, I know this is really woo-woo and out there, but now,
because it was like fortune teller. I'm a fortune teller. I mean,
Well, there was, what's her name? Cleo, Madame
Yes.
Cleo. Remember? And
Yeah.
everybody thought she was
Yes.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So yeah. Now when people say, "What do you do?" I say, "I'm a psychic medium. I have a YouTube channel."
And they go, "Oh, wow, she has powers." I mean, then you're like on a pedestal, but
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's funny too, because I remember telling a class
yeah.
when people in the United States, that's one of the first things they say. Oh, hi, what's your name? What do you do? That's what,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I remember this guy in my class was from Africa, and he said, "Oh, that's so rude." He said, "If someone says that to me, I say, why do you want to know?"
Yeah, because it isn't who I am. You're not
Yes.
finding anything out about that person.
Yes.
Right.
You're talking about what somebody does for a
Does.
living or what their
Right.
divine mission is. It's not who they. I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is who they are, but it isn't who they are.
Yes.
You need to know somebody's inner heart and soul.
Yes.
That's true.
But yeah,
That's true.
I
But
totally.
that's
agree.
what we do. You know, it's all tied to money.
Yeah.
Because even if you went to a reunion and somebody was a garbage collector, who cares? I mean,
Who cares? Who
you know, but
cares?
it's what you do that identifies you, or who
Yes.
you are to somebody. Like you have 3 kids, or you live in
Yeah.
a certain
But
neighborhood.
those things are temporary. You're
They
not
are.
always going to have your kids at home. You're not always going to
Mhm.
have that particular job.
That's right.
So who
Yeah.
are you? You're this
Yeah.
consciousness floating in this vessel here. I
Uh-huh.
mean, so you have to really know who you really are.
You
to
do.
even- yeah, you
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
do.
And own it.
And own
Own
it.
it. It's,
And own
it's,
it.
it's your birthright. What we
It is.
do isn't it. How do I want to say this? We're not special in what we do in
So-
terms of, yeah, we're the only ones that can do it, and you
Right.
have to come to us.
Right.
No, you all
No.
have all the tools. The only
Yeah.
thing that we do, when, and especially through the classes and whatnot that we all offer, is we just teach you how to access it.
That's
We
all.
just give you some pointers on how you can take this. I got a hunch about something, but
Yeah.
it's probably my imagination. And we give you permission to
Yeah,
play
To
with it.
believe it and
believe it.
know this is your higher
Yeah.
self speaking through you, your guides and angels.
allowing you to shine your light.
Allowing you to shine your light. Exactly. Exactly,
Exactly.
Allie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for those of you, if you're ready, with just a few minutes before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So those of you that are in that time zone, this will be your opportunity to kind of meditate with us, take a few deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
Val is going to set the intention, and then we're going to ask you to please shine your light. Turn on your porch light, do lamp, candle, whatever it is, so that you can physically participate.
Okay, and this is a little longer one, but it's good to anchor in these energies right now. So I want you all, if you can, to take a nice deep breath in through your mouth and envision beautiful white light flowing into your heart as you take this breath in through your nose. Holding that breath at the top for a moment. And when you exhale slowly through the mouth, visualize your light going out into your body and the room you're in. And take another deep breath in, light filling your heart. Pausing at the top for a moment. And exhaling slowly, and visualize your light going out all over the world, your beautiful white light. And one last deep breath in, light filling your heart. Pausing at the top for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth and visualize your light going out into infinity, out into all that is, your beautiful light, out into the universe. And we are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us as we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic record masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you. And so, beloved ones, we gather now in this sacred presence of divine light, calling forth the highest frequencies of love, truth, remembrance, and radiant embodiment for this Shine Your Light event. We open this space as a holy container of grace. We call in the presence of our guides, angels, ascended masters, and Akashic record masters, loving star families, and all beings of pure divine intention who serve in alignment with the highest good. May this field be protected, blessed, and infused with the living light of Source. We set the intention that all who enter this space may soften into the truth of who they are. May every wall built from fear, doubt, weariness, or old identity begin to dissolve in the presence of divine remembrance. May each heart be touched by the gentle power of its own eternal flame. We attune now to the light within us that has never gone out, the light beneath the rolls, the light beyond the stories, the light that has waited patiently beneath all striving, all seeking, all becoming, the light that simply is. We call forward the remembrance that our light is not something we must earn. It is not something we must prove. It is not something given to us by the outer world. It is our divine inheritance. It is the radiant signature of our soul. It is the living expression of Source moving uniquely through each one of us. As we gather, may all that is ready to be released come gently into the light. May distortions fall away. May hesitation be transmuted. May old burdens, timelines, and old perceptions be lifted from the body, mind, heart, and field. May each person present receive exactly what they are ready for in perfect divine order. And when I say present, present at the time you are watching this. And so we invite a deeper opening now, an opening to truth, an opening to clarity, an opening to courage, an opening to authentic expression, an opening to the next harmonic nature of our becoming. May this event awaken places within us that are ready to shine more fully. May it illuminate the gifts we are here to embody. May it strengthen our trust in the divine path unfolding. May it remind us that our presence matters, our essence matters, and our light has purpose. We attune to the frequency of sacred visibility. We attune to the frequency of loving embodiment. We attune to the frequency of joy, coherence, confidence, and soul-aligned expression. We attune to the frequency of shining, not from force, but from wholeness, not from performance, but from presence, not from ego, but from the living truth of the divine within. Let this gathering activate what is already stirring. Let it nourish what is already blooming. Let it bless what is already opening. Let it strengthen the bridge between heaven and earth within each participant. May all who are here feel supported in being seen. May all who are here feel safe in their radiance. May all who are here to remember that their light is medicine, their voice is medicine, their presence is medicine. And as we shine together, may our lights amplify one another. May this become a field of remembrance, healing, expansion, and soul activation. May what is awakening here ripple outward into families, communities, timelines, and the collective consciousness with grace and blessing. We offer ourselves now to the divine unfolding. We say yes to greater light, yes to deeper truth, yes to fuller embodiment, yes to the loving expansion now available to us. And so we open, and so we receive, and so we remember, and so we shine in love and light and in the eternal presence of divine grace, so be it. So shall it be. It is done.
It's done.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Val. That
Thank you.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I'll pop out and let you ladies take
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetie.
Thank you, Val. We'll
Bye.
see you. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
And look, we have someone joining us. It's
Hi,
Kelly,
Kelly.
the mystic next door. Hello.
Hello. Let me adjust
And
this.
how are you?
Well, after that beautiful prayer, I am doing great, isn't it? I mean, gorgeous, really beautiful
Yes.
words.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always we have told Val several times that she's going to have to put those prayers into a book. Something
Truly.
that something that someone can read, like a daily message.
Yeah.
Right? This is
A
the
daily affirmation. Just
yes,
that one, she could create
Yeah.
volumes. It's just gorgeous.
That's
absolutely.
very true.
Yeah, it's like a nice hug from the universe.
Yes.
Mhm.
And hi, Allie, again. Good to see you too.
Hi,
Good to
Kelly.
meet both of
It's
you.
nice.
And
to
everyone
see
in
you.
the chat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just realized that one of the things that I didn't do in the description of the video is I did not put everyone's channel names and channel locations and so on. So I'm going to, after the show, I'm going to go into in the post section of my channel, and I'm going to put all the people that were there, so that those of you that are here with us, please, make sure that you subscribe to Allie's channel, to Kelly's channel, to the other guests that are going to be joining me, that you subscribe to their channels, because the people want to hear more and more what we have to say. They just don't know where we are and who we are.
Mhm.
I know, strange as it might, people out there don't know who Allie is. What?
Well, that's okay.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, subscribe for sure. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So I'll just go back to Allie for a second. What have you got? Anything that you want to highlight for the folks that you've got happening that they should be aware of, and so on?
Let's see. I do know that I'm going to be on with have Jackie Beebe on my channel very soon, and got some
Nice.
other things up my sleeve. Some people who come to the dream shows have already said, "Oh, I got a dream for Tuesday night," so it'll be wonderful to see everybody. Terry Renner is going to be in England. She's going away for quite a while, but we will still be posting on her channel while she's away.
Yes.
And yeah, tomorrow is a members meeting on Zoom. So if you look at my post, community post, you'll be able to see it and see how to get there. And I hope to see you all there. So
Absolutely. Hello,
yeah.
Gerald. Nice
Hey,
to see
Gerald.
you. Thank
Hey,
you.
Charlie. Hi,
Thank you
guys.
for doing that.
Yeah.
And Kelly, how about you? What have you got?
Oh,
going
well, I
on?
have my usuals, and I have weekly tarot scopes on Sunday nights. My regulars are with the weekly tarot scopes on Sunday nights, and I like to talk about the astrology of the week. I am not an astrologer; I'm an amateur, but
Yeah.
the connections are pretty
Yes.
uncanny. We look at what's happening in the world. Oops, my kitty's here,
Hello,
and what's
kitty.
that's my grandkitty who's staying with me.
Aw.
And he always comes. He wants to join the party, the Zoom. And I
Yes.
also Saturdays, this morning, every Saturday, I do live readings, mediumship and psychic readings, etc., for people. And I also do a weekly dowsing rods show that's quite fun. That's current events, and we talk about what's going on in the world, and it's always interesting to see what the rods have to say.
Yes.
And I will be having you on too very soon, Marina. Sorry, Kitty likes to go up on my shoulder. I will be having. I'm starting a new series where I'm asking people. I feel like our audience would like to know our origin story.
Yes.
Where did we come from? Because everybody knows your beautiful show and yours, Allie. I'm going to get you on one of these days. But where did you start from? Where are you from? You know, what
Yeah.
was your childhood like? What brought you to this place? Because I really think that, you know, we're also familiar with each other from these shows. But you know, who are you? Where did you come from? So
Yes.
that is that's coming up, and I'm excited to have Marina on. I think on the 7th.
Yes.
Wonderful. I look forward to
Yes.
watching. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's nice to know people on a more personal level other than just what
Yeah.
what
That's
we
true.
present here, which is we try to be as real as we can. But very often if we're not asked the question, we're not going to sit back and go, well, one day, one time, 1 year, a child was born, and
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of
we've all
take it
had
from there.
long lives before our YouTube
Yeah.
appearances, and I just think it would be really nice. I know I'm curious, and I hope other people are find it to be interesting as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Nice.
I think they will. I think they
Very
will.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I've got
what?
something to share today from Melanie Beckler.
Yeah.
She is a woman that lives in Sedona, and she has her own sets of cards and everything. But this is a book that she has written, and it's called Channeling Guides and Angels of Light. And
Oh,
so I thought I'm going to read just a little bit from it. And
please.
yeah, and maybe we can talk a little bit about what she's saying here. So first she says, at this time, I ask that we be surrounded with divine white light, and with each of our highest, best, most loving possible guides and angels of light, love, and healing who can most serve. Please come in, lift us in vibration, and assist us in quieting our minds, opening our hearts to tune into knowledge, wisdom, and truth. And this is important because when you speak it, it's much stronger than if you're just thinking it.
Yes.
I now call in the highest, best, most possible loving guides and angels that can most serve. Please come in, connect, and channel through me. So in this one particular area of her book, she talks about in this section, I'm trying to see what the header is. Perception is reality. And I love that because, yes, absolutely. For all of us, our perception is our reality, and it can be clouded very easily if we don't have the highest possible light and truth that accompanies it. So when you are in a positive vibration in your now moment, consciously allow more and more of your higher self, your divine love and life force energy into your life through feeling happy, well, and loved, and you will accelerate your evolution and are drawing to you things you want. The angels say, and from our perspective, you are here on earth to transmute and transcend fear and negativity and to replace with love, well-being, and happiness. When and if all humans choose to let love, light, and peace be the foundation for creating our reality, much of the complex turbulence and chaos in the world will cease to exist. So we can look at this as a day-to-day event. I realize we can't meet every day, but we culminate at the end of the month, every month with Marina's show. This change doesn't happen overnight, so don't be impatient. It can happen one being at a time, one moment in time, and the conscious choice is to express love in the midst of challenge, happiness in the midst of struggle, and to view life as a blessed and wonderful adventure that you're lucky to be a part of. She says in this other section here that I'm just going to say, understand on a deeper level why you're here. You're here on earth to empower yourself to become the being of light and creative source that you are, to use this knowledge, wisdom, and power available by tuning into your heart. Tune into it, your strength, and use this power to focus your intent clearly on a better tomorrow, a paradigm of love, peace, and hope, an earth as it is surrendered with the rainbow glow of light. signifying a realm of love that is safe and focused on spirit, on love, and on communion, connects you all to the natural world as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
I thought that was, it's just an everyday experience. And I know myself as well as others, just because we do shows and we are so-called spiritual teachers, we all need the reminder. We all have days that we're down.
Yes.
And when we can change that to something as beautiful as a Shine Your Light event, where everybody's coming in to be uplifted and their vibrations to be accelerated, then it exponentially creates this beautiful vortex for light.
It does.
So, yeah.
It does. Absolutely. And it's once you're in that vibration with us, and I know most of you feel it. You feel it in your own way. You do get that buoyancy. And ask yourself, wouldn't I want to spend most of my time up here in this energy?
That's true.
Like, I could be up here or I could go back down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it is.
Yep.
It's like a conscious choice every day.
Yeah.
That today I'm going to be happy. Today I'm going to be joyful.
Mm-hmm.
Today I'm going to let spirit guide me, and life is going to be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's a reminder, one day at a time is all we,
yes.
There is nothing more than now, which includes the present and the eternal now. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's absolutely right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how do you keep your vibration high, Kelly?
Well, you know what? Gosh, I suppose I'm fortunate because I've had my days when I don't, and we all do.
Yes.
But I feel like the wider I pull out my aperture, right, to see
Yes.
what's happening in the world, and this too shall pass, and this is a change, and that's when I will show you that in a moment. I pulled an interesting card for today. But what I find is that we really need to just look at the bigger picture, because this, as chaotic as these times are, for all of us, I think it's really important to keep in perspective that things needed changing, and even if it's happening in a way that's, disruptive, it's bringing on the change that we need. It's exposing the things that are no longer working for us. And so I like to remind, my family members and so forth, just wait for it. And I do believe, I think kind of it's going to come one way or the other, but like Allie is suggesting, the more optimistic and hopeful you can remain and peaceful within yourself, the easier that change is going to come forward.
Yes.
That's very true. And as you're saying this, the beautiful cat is in the window collecting the sunshine. And this is helpful for me because the last week we've had some sunny days, and I've been able to go out and sit in a chair outside, just feel the sun on my face, and that has really helped me with my state of mind. And I think we all need something like that at times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and sometimes that human experience takes over.
True.
That's okay. That's how we learn. Right? That's how we pick up the things that we need to share with others. Otherwise, why are we here? If you're already a spiritual being, you've already achieved nirvana or whatever else it is, why would you be down here? But we all made a conscious choice to be here.
So you're saying that we screwed up and we had to come back. And, I'm joking.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Well, I know. I'm still waiting, okay, I keep saying the army of light workers, it's where your time is now. Your time is now. Whatever that may be, even if it's just kind of lifting the spirits of one other person or being a companion or picking up, like trash or pollution on this beautiful earth, whatever it may be, do your part now, right? Do your part now. Because I think this is going to help push us all up and over this crazy hill that we're on right now. And it is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was encouraged to be out today doing my civic duty, as many people have at the marches at the march I live in Denver, Colorado, and so many people out there. It's encouraging. And when we see that with each other, it reminds us that there are many more of us than there are of those who are trying to sort of drag things back. So it's a very, very encouraging reminder.
Yes.
I love what Catherine has said in the chat. Can you see what she has said?
Yes. She says, I wonder if a Shiner Light 30-day journal workbook would resonate and help all light workers vibe up.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
Excellent idea, Catherine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really do. I think it's a commitment only to 30 days. And if you want to do it another time, you can if you want, but you don't have to. And it's just a way of centering yourself on light. I know I could. Yeah. You've been creating an Etsy printable. Oh, wonderful, Catherine. Yeah.
That's
wonderful.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
I love that idea.
Yes.
And I think some people would be attracted.
Okay. Sorry. I had all kinds of little things pop up here and whatnot.
That's all right, Marina. That's all right. Yeah.
Are you, Kelly, are you frozen? No?
I think I'm back now, but I think my internet must be misbehaving. I'm so sorry. If it does that again, I may have to just peace out.
No, we'll wait.
I apologize.
We'll wait.
It's all right.
Okay. It seemed like it was fine, and then it wasn't. But you never know. Who knows?
It's that high vibration.
Well, should I share my? Oh,
yes, please. Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right.
Uh-oh. I'm just going to sit here and light for a moment while my internet decides to do it. I may leave and come back. Okay. I'm going to pop out and come back in, and let's see if it helps.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right.
That's
fine. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
So I really am liking that journaling idea. I really am. Yes. And she said you could reprint it if you wanted to do it more than once. So
exactly.
That's wonderful.
Exactly. That is totally. That
it's in alignment with what you're doing. It really is.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Totally. And I mean, anybody. Yeah. It's kind of like, remember back in the day when we had the, here comes Kelly. She's back. Yay. When we had the gratitude journal.
Yes. It's like that. Sure.
Yes, absolutely. So totally. Okay. All right. I can't wait.
My back. Well, okay. I'll share really quickly. Hopefully my internet will behave. I don't know what's going on. So I have this beautiful deck. I think Allie's seen it before on our angel show. We did that the other night. And it's the Angel Number Oracle book. And I think we need to call in all the angels right now, right? I think they're all on high alert. This was, I'm getting a chill when I look at this. This is the 55, 5, and a butterfly and the shift.
Wow.
Like,
Mhm.
How appropriate is that? And I'll read you what it says here really quickly. It says, take a deep breath. And this is just what I was saying to you. Take a
Yeah.
deep breath. This is all about change. Big shifts are on the horizon, and your angels want you to embrace it. Um, Change can be a bit jarring. It may not be easy, but it sure as heck won't be boring. Right?
Well, it's not boring. That's very true.
You can't always predict how things will turn out, but you can stay flexible, and standing still will get you nowhere. Step forward with confidence. So I just think
Beautiful.
that's so beautiful. And we just sort of have to allow
Mhm.
where we can right now.
That's very true. Very, very
Ab-
true. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is, we are taking individual journeys, but we are all on the same journey, if you
Yes.
will.
Yes.
Same
So-
trajectory. Yeah.
Yes,
Very good.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
And you've heard me say before, some people are flying there, some people are driving, some people are taking a bike, some people are walking. Everybody is going to get there in the time that they're going to get there, right?
Mhm.
There is no right or wrong way. It's whatever is working for you. So
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Changes, David Bowie. I
Love
see
that
Yes.
song. That's a great song. Yeah.
Right. And
Mhm.
shifts are, I feel like, of course, ever since 2020, I feel like we've been, it's about,
Acceleration.
that's, what is the saying, adapt or die. I don't want to say it that way, but, adapt to change, or it's really
Be
in
left
the
behind. You can be
What's
left behind. You can be
Yeah.
left
yes, we'll be
behind.
left
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
And, we can resist. It's, you can try to swim upstream.
Yes.
And struggle and struggle and struggle and swallow a lot of water and go down a few times. Or you can say,
Exactly.
okay, I'm just going to float to see where this.
Really, like a leaf on the
Yes,
water. Yeah.
yes, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
And we
Yeah.
can be now, having been to the, the No Kings protest today, we can be angry, but we can channel it in a positive direction, right? We can channel it just
Exactly.
like that beautiful prayer at the beginning with Val.
Mhm.
Sorry. Well,
Yeah. Let it move you forward. Let it, and some of our best lessons, our biggest lessons, generally come in after a period of challenge, right? If they're if things happen easily, we don't always appreciate the lesson or the meaning behind it. So sometimes the challenge is there not to trip us up, but to really make us understand what it is that we're doing. So, like the phrase, nothing changes if nothing changes.
Right.
You can't, doing the same thing over and over and over again, if you're not getting the result that you want, there's no good in getting angry and saying, well, this isn't working. Try doing it a different way. Just sometimes a small adjustment makes a big difference,
mhm.
It does.
right?
And it's so true. We all know people in their lives who have life happened to them
Yes.
in one way or another. And, we know those people who persist and rise above, and then we know the other people who who it takes them down, and it takes them down
Yes.
hard, and they stop. And I think of, I have a family member. I don't think she watches this show, but she is she's approaching 70, and I think she had a bad breakup in her early 20s out of
Oh.
college.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, she literally stopped in her tracks. She has the same socks. She's
Oh, I'm so
like,
sorry
she
to
has
hear
the
that.
same furniture.
Oh.
She has the same, and she, nothing has changed. And she eats, tuna on Monday and, whatever, chicken on Tuesday. And
Yeah.
because I think the changes scared her so much that it stopped her in her tracks. So, some people are routine oriented. I get that. But it also has, she kind of, she's never moved forward. She's never let herself have another relationship again. Or anything. So we have to recognize that life brings these challenges so that we can overcome them.
That's right. That's absolutely right, Kelly. That's sad to hear. Is so many people say, I hate change. I hate change. And I love it. I really do. I really do.
You're a Libra like me, Allie.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. Well, and Marina is too.
You're
Marina's also a Libra. Yes. But it's like, things would be so boring if I was that. Well, that would be awful. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
No.
But, that doesn't mean I've had her easy, but you just keep going. You just keep going.
You have no choice but to keep going, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. There's sometimes those challenges are the things that I sometimes look forward to. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like someone saying to you, "Oh, you can't do that." Really? Yeah. Watch me.
You want to bet?
Exactly.
So, I'm one of two things is going to happen. I'm either going to succeed or I'm going to fail. Yep. And if I fail, did I really fail or did I just learn a lesson? I think I just learned a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Silky Steele says, and that person that shattered her heart probably hasn't had a second thought about it.
Probably
right.
Not. Yeah.
It does nobody any good.
No.
But it just hurts ourselves.
Right. Yeah.
So I have something to share because you and I are sort of the same, Kelly, about astrology. We like it, but we don't do it, So I had done a middle age from midlife forward chart last night, and I was looking at it.
Oh.
And of course, I've already lived the first part of it, but I'm reading in the second part of it, and it's saying, yes, you're about ready to learn something new and go back to class, take a class, do this, find something. And it went on. And I thought, yeah, and it's because if you stagnate, if you don't change, if you don't find something new and interesting to do, whatever it is, could be go to a new vacation place or read a new kind of book, or it doesn't have to be big, but you stagnate. Like Garnet says, it's like a stagnant pond. There's no running water there.
Right.
And so by embracing it, you may not even like it after you've already started reading it, but you tried. You're using that life force in order to improve yourself. So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But there's a lot of things that, that I encourage people that if something seems interesting to you and you have the opportunity to do it, do it. Yeah, do it. It is much better to say, oh, you know what? I tried that dish. It was a little too spicy for me. I didn't care for it. Then, at the end of your life to go back and say all the things I could have done.
Yeah.
All the things that I had the opportunity to experience. And I said no, because I didn't want to leave my comfort zone. I didn't want to leave my neighborhood or whatever that might be.
You remember that poem, When I Am Old, I'll Wear Purple, I think it is?
Yes.
Yes. I love that so much. It's like, just don't go out. You got to go out like flying down a hill in a flying saucer, like on the snow, where it's going down the hill instead of just grumping along, So I love that.
And you reminded me, I don't see this as much with women, but I do with men, especially who really identify with their careers. And this is not man bashing, but when they retire, a lot of men will just go sit in the easy chair and watch sports or old cowboy movies or something like that. And life doesn't change. And, if they have a woman or a spouse or a person in their life, that's who brings the spice, let's go out to dinner, let's go meet these friends, let's do this kind of thing. So again, it's kind of like I love the analogy, when I am old, I'll wear purple. It means do just keep exploring, like I love that you might be taking another class or learning something new. And I know that about you, Allie. You're going to be learning forever.
As long as my brain can handle it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. But you don't even, you can just, if you do crossword puzzles or if you do circle puzzles or whatever, just keep your brain going because that's what you need the most. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. If it makes you happy, then
whatever
it
makes you
makes
happy.
you happy. Yeah. Don't live your life according to someone else's rules, like I have a funny feeling that that family member, Kelly, was probably told, when things came to a head that, I don't know that you're the right person for me. I'm not sure that, there's a future and that you have what I need or what. And they just took it so to heart that I have nothing to offer. And that is so sad.
I know.
Right.
Because you want to say you have your potential is not limited by someone else's idea or thought about who and what you are.
Yeah, that's true.
That's their opinion.
That's their opinion. Yeah. And they need to keep quiet about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And unless you ask. Yeah.
I think the devastation of that breakup, this is so true for so many people, it was so painful. So painful that she didn't, and this is a classic story, but she didn't want to open herself up to that potential for pain again. But
honey, I see that all the time also with pets. You have a pet, the pet passes away. I'll never have another pet. I can't do that. And I've been devastated by loss of pets, but there's just something about it that that you need that comfort that you have to deal with what might happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And that look, there's some important lessons in all those things. That I remember having several discussions with a friend after my marriage ended. And the idea that, once I thought about it, I didn't harbor any resentment. I didn't harbor any hate. And it was like, well, but he was such an asshole. Yeah, he was. But I picked him. him.
Yeah, that's true.
There were so many lessons in that it was like, okay, we no longer have a relationship. I really don't want you in my life anymore, but I'm not gonna.
You probably learned some things about yourself and about him through those relationships.
And you wouldn't have had your son if you hadn't met him.
Exactly. Find the silver lining. Find the silver lining. And there you go. Go with that. And did it turn me off to other relationships? No, but it gave me a much better sense of who I am and what I want and what I am willing to accept, what I'm willing to tolerate, and what I'm willing to say, no, this is a bridge too far.
That's right. That's exactly right.
For that.
And that's what I was wondering from a soul perspective, if we know that we choose our soul blueprint before we come in, but I think we also have free will. So let's say this sister-in-law, I don't believe that she came in and chose to have a life by herself with no children. She's got 4 cats, and she's and she's so kind of generous and wonderful and would be a wonderful partner or whatever. Right. But I think it makes me wonder whether after when she returns home, she might say, oh my gosh, why did I do that to myself? Why didn't I learn that lesson that I'm worthy of love? And and you have to sometimes endure the heartbreak.
Oh yeah, that's part of living on the earth, unfortunately.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. No regret. Well, when we get to the other side, we don't want to have any regrets, do we?
No.
No. I mean, I'll start making a list now.
Yeah. I think that when it's my time to go, I want to be doing something ridiculously outlandish, and I want to land on the other side going, oh, well, that was a bad idea.
Mhm. Yeah.
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 Okay, not going to do that again.
I'm gonna do
Aw.
that. Yeah.
But I think it's
Well,
fabulous when I hear about, 98-year-old great grandmother goes skydiving.
I know,
Woo!
isn't it? It's
Good for
amazing.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It
It's-
really is.
It's
It's
amazing.
all here. There are people who have, a lot of health issues that it doesn't work out that way. I remember my dad saying my dad thought he'd be dead at 40. And, by the time he's in his 70s, he's still kicking. And he said, God, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself.
Exactly.
It's an admonition to the rest of us, really, to take care of ourselves. Yeah.
But I've been watching, I saw this YouTube video recently, I was doom scrolling late at night.
Yes.
And it was a story of you talk about taking better care of yourself.
Yes.
And of course that's a part of it. But it was a story of a woman's 80 something year old parents who were both kind of in decline, physical decline, having trouble getting around, particularly the mom. And she had a little exercise, she added a little exercise regime in for her parents to, lift weights and to get strong again, and not like anything crazy. She wasn't sending them to Gold's Gym to get pumped. But in about 4 months' time, the older woman was walking upright again and moving more fluidly. So the point is, I think we have in our minds that we go into this spot and then we allow ourselves to go downhill, but it doesn't have to be that way. It
doesn't have to happen.
Right.
Nice. That's a nice message. Thank
It was
you.
a really nice message. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to kick out of here. It was wonderful to be here with all of you. And of course, I appreciate you, Marina and Kelly. You're a sweetheart.
Allie, you be well too.
Thank you so much. And thanks everybody in the chat. Have a beautiful night.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Allie. We'll see you
You're
later.
welcome. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And I'll hang around until your next guest pops in.
Yeah, we can certainly chit chat for a little while. That works out really, really great.
Okay.
And
great.
I think, I did catch I think it was one of the dream shows that you guys did just recently, and it was nice. I popped in and I was doing something else, but I was listening, so I didn't make big comment.
I think you're thinking of the other Kelly, Kelly Healer.
No.
She's a dream show.
I thought it was a dream show.
We did an angel show the other day.
Maybe that was it. Because I definitely saw you and I thought, oh, I can't wait until Saturday.
I know. and I'm excited to, like I said, to have you on and have this is I don't want to be Oprah or whatever, but I kind of do. I really want to sort of have you share whatever it is that you want people to know about you and your life, and just because, like I said, let's kind of look behind the curtain a little bit. What did you do for your career? What did you, what was your early life like? All that kind of stuff. It just makes me so curious, and I'm curious if anybody in the chat feels the same way. Well,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people would be very, very interested. Not that that we're special, but it's just that there is a person behind what you're seeing here. Yes. And we come with a history. We didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, YouTube sounds like a lot of fun. Right. There's a process. Anything that we've done, there's been a process to it that got us to where we are. And sometimes when you hear, or at least for me, when I hear about somebody else's process, I can pick up things that I can try. I can pick up
Exactly.
and say, maybe I should. Why don't I give that a try? Why don't I
Right.
think that I can't knit?
That's right. That's
Right?
right. And I also think we were just talking about, going through the trials and things like that in
Yes.
their lives, but and that I'm sure is going to come up. I'm with some of the other
Yes.
interviews I'm going to be doing. Yes, and I see Maureen would like to do that too.
Yes.
Um,
And butterfly readings.
yes,
Oh, thank
yes.
you so much. Thank you.
So, and anyway, so I'm excited to start uh, being nosy about people's lives.
And I'm excited for you because it's something that definitely that I would tune into myself, because it's like, well, yeah, how did you get there?
How did you get there?
How did you transition from, from this to this? Like,
100%. So it should be
yeah.
interesting and fun, and I'm gonna have a few. I have a few people in addition to you lined up, and I did talk a few weeks ago to Sherry,
Mhm.
from the swamp,
Yes,
and so I just have had a little hiccup in between, but I'm excited for that. So
absolutely.
yep. So here we
Abs-
are.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
And it
And,
is also the YouTube thing, because we know each other from this box in front of
yes,
ourselves, right? But not, it's not like we're sitting and having coffee and I know about your friend's problem and your whatever in this
yes.
situation in your life. There
Yeah,
we go.
exactly. It just gives an opportunity to dig a little deeper,
Yes.
to ask some questions that, maybe, well, I'll give you an example. My little studio is part of my bedroom.
There you go.
That's new.
That's
People comment about, oh, I love your background. I love
it's
that.
beautiful.
It's a little corner of my bedroom.
Right.
If you
That's what
saw everything else, you go, oh my
Sherry
goodness.
was telling me too, that
Yeah.
she shares a busy apartment with a number of
Yes.
family members. And I was like, that's remarkable, because I think there's a good example. Like, some people will throw up that obstacle, like, well, I can't do that because I
Because
don't have a whole room to dedicate and I don't have quiet in my house or whatever. But
yes,
anybody can do anything that they want to do. Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
this is my spare bedroom. So when a guest comes, I get booted out.
Yes. And hello, Craig Dixon.
Craig, how
And
are you?
hello, Clara.
And
Nice to see
Clara.
both of you.
Yes.
Yes. So
And so
yeah,
many
um there's a lot of things that, I love to ask other people, and usually we have those discussions backstage, you know,
right.
about that,
Yes.
but yeah, and even to have, to have people be able to ask questions. I
Exactly.
saw somebody the other day who did, they had a bit, and I think it might have been Nath, to be honest with you,
Mhm.
from Third Wish, about, Ask Me Anything. And I thought,
Mhm.
ooh, that might be fun.
I'm hoping to have Nate on, because I think that I don't know. This is the way my mind works. When I see people on the internet, and he kind of came on suddenly like a storm. This
Yes,
is what happens with all the men in our community. They
yeah,
just, they're unicorns. But I have so many questions, of course. A man who lives in Portugal, who has a thick French accent, who also
yes,
has a lot of American knowledge of, I think he lived in America, but
yes,
uh, I'm hoping to track him down and get his backstory too.
absolutely.
Right. And if
Absolutely.
anybody else is out there has suggestions, let me know. I'll hunt them down.
Yeah, absolutely. All you can do is ask, and they can say yes or they can say no. And
Exactly. That
yeah,
is so true.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
take
Yeah.
take it. take it from there.
And
But
everybody here is saying that their studios are also in their bedrooms.
uh-huh,
Right? There you
yes,
go. Yep.
yep.
It's either for
And
me, it's either here or in my dining room, kind of where the litter box is in the corner.
yes,
Whatever. You know, we all live in our own situations. So
yep, totally, totally. That's
yeah.
yeah. When we moved here, into this house, yeah, I lost my room dedicated to my crafts and my little studio and all that kind of stuff. But change, you got to change.
You gotta
You
change.
gotta
Yeah,
change.
see, artist is saying her bed is in her living room.
Yeah,
A studio apartment, right? And
yes,
I think a lot of us too have become, spoiled by modern living and all the extra space and things like
yes,
that. So what we really need is the basics, right?
yes,
The basics. As
yes.
long as you have the basics,
Absolutely.
you're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. My son was showing me pictures. He's a welder, and they do a lot of custom work and so on. And he was working on a house, new construction here in town. And when he came home, he said, "Look, I'm going to show you some pictures. They're disgusting, but here you go." And what he meant by disgusting was a humongous house. There, and the part that he was working on was they had to put in a custom frame for the top of a swimming pool that was actually four of the regular sized tops or
On
whatnot.
the roof of the house? Or
No. This was inside the house, in separate
oh,
part of the house. But
of
yeah,
course.
coverings. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Four coverings that were joined, that had to be joined together to fit this humongous pool and whatnot. And you know, it's lovely to look at those things and to say, oh, that would be nice. And the first thought that popped into my head was, oh God, I couldn't clean all that. Like,
I doubt they do the cleaning, Marina.
yeah, yes,
Well, and that's what happened when we were in a bigger house, and when my sons graduated, we it was like my husband and I were like, this feels so awful. And so we
yes,
downsized. We've downsized, kind of
yes,
we've taken a few steps, but
yes,
uh and I've been thinking about that lately too with, obviously the wealth disparity is so in many people's faces right now. And
yes,
I saw that Zuckerberg just bought like the largest piece of property in Palm Beach, some island like off the coast of Florida, and he also has a yacht, and he's building the big bunker that, I thought there was a very interesting story. This got me thinking because there was a very interesting story on Ellie Dreams Down Under. She's doing some
yes,
really cool things, and she
yes,
talked about how much if I don't know, if each of the billionaires contributed 1% of their income for the next, I don't know, 12 or 15 years, we could eradicate world hunger.
yes.
And they would not,
They
1%
wouldn't
not
feel
gonna
it. Yeah,
feel it in the least. And it was quite interesting and eye-opening. So, I don't begrudge anyone who works hard and works hard for the money and makes a good living, and but
yeah.
just be generous with it. Just be generous with it if you can. If you have it to share, be generous. Or you know remember the people who are not so fortunate. Yeah.
It, exactly. And out of all the things that you accumulate, there are two truths in that. Number one, you can't take it with you when you go. And
That's
number two, rest assured you will go. So, you know, the acquisition of things is so low energy, in that it doesn't, if that is where your self-worth is, if you measure your self-worth by the things that you accumulate, what happens when the big mansion that you live in all of a sudden bursts into flames and you lose not only that mansion but all the contents?
Right.
You know?
Well, and having moved several times in the last couple of years, it's really in your face, the things that we collect. And,
Yes.
and we all know, those of us who've had, lived a certain time on earth, we save these crazy things thinking, my kids might want this one day.
Yes.
Guess what? No. You just drag them around with you through life, and then they get to throw them away one day or donate them or whatever. So you might as well do it now. I don't know how we got talking about this, but it's been on my mind lately, the really kind of unrestrained wealth and
Yes.
need for things. It's a pathology almost. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So, somebody else. Look, Val's back to one of her beautiful sermons.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, you did.
If I ever get remarried, I'm having Val
have me
do
be
this.
Your officiant.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you done that before, Val?
I am a reverend, but no, I haven't actually done it.
Well, look at you. My husband's done one or two. It's really nice.
It is fun. Yeah.
And our son is getting married a year from now. He just got engaged, and he asked my husband, and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't think my husband should. He'll blubber the entire time.
Yeah. It's so, you don't think you'll cry on the day, but you'll.
Yes.
It's so emotional.
Yes.
It just catches up with you, and the moment is so potent. You cry. I mean, for sure.
Well, your words are so beautiful. You have the whole room,
Thank you. Oh,
in
gosh.
tears, in beautiful tears.
Thank you, Kelly.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well,
absolutely.
I think my time here is up, Marina, but thank you so much for letting me have this lovely chit chat with you, and great to see you again, Val. And can I just tell a quick story about Val? I think I've told this before, but maybe I'll tell it again. Did I tell this before? First time we met, we were in a psychic development class together, or mediumship. I don't recall. This was several years ago.
Yeah.
And we were paired together in a little partnership in a room, in a Zoom room kind of thing, while we listened to a meditation. We sat in a meditation for a few minutes. And when we opened our eyes and started talking to each other, we had, I recall we had exactly the same vision. She and I were seeing the same. I don't know if you remember this.
I don't even remember, but I love that.
It was a ring of fire that we both saw.
Oh, now I remember.
In our vision.
Yeah. I do remember.
It just shows how we're all connected, right?
It does. It really does. It shows us. Yes, absolutely. And it's true. We really are.
Yeah.
So that's powerful.
I want to thank you for having me on, and everybody have a beautiful Saturday night.
Yes, please. And you're definitely invited back. It's
I will remember that. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Love to have you back. So thank you for being here, and
thank you,
and sharing your time.
Thank you. Right. Bye-bye.
We'll see you later. Thanks, Kelly. Such a lovely personality.
She really is. She's just a beautiful soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we're fortunate enough. There's a lot of beautiful souls that are part of this community.
It's just an overflowing community full of beautiful souls. So we are so enriched by everyone around us, everyone who is here in the chat, everyone who watches us in the future, and all of you know that you wouldn't be attracted to this if your light wasn't just stunningly beautiful and radiant. And that's what you're doing, shining that beautiful light every day out there. And it is so significant and important for you to recognize that within yourself and give yourself that appreciation that you show up that way for everyone, and show up that way for yourself, hopefully, as well.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're
Yep.
going to do your thing, I'm just going to
Go
pop
ahead.
out for a second,
Yes.
but I'm listening.
It's long, so go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, here we go, everyone. I just want you once again to take a deep breath in through your nose, and while you do that, visualize white light filling your heart. Pause your breath at the top and exhale slowly through your mouth, and visualize your light going through your entire body. Beautiful white light filling the room you are in. And take another deep breath in through your nose, light filling your heart. Hold your breath at the top and exhale slowly, and visualize your beautiful light going out around the world, your beautiful light. And one final deep breath in through your nose, visualize white light filling your heart. Holding the breath at the top and then exhaling slowly through your mouth, visualize your light going out into infinity. And beloved guides and angels, keepers of divine light, we open this second sacred segment in grace and love and in deep reverence for all who are arriving now into this field of living light. We welcome every soul who is tuning in at this moment. May they enter not by accident, but by divine orchestration. May they be met exactly where they are. May they feel the warmth of this community, the truth of this space, and the loving presence that surrounds and holds us all. We set the intention that this second gathering be a bridge of deeper opening, and the energies continue to unfold. May each person who enters be gently attuned to the frequencies already present here. Frequencies of remembrance, healing, illumination, expansion, and soul awakening. May they feel themselves received. May they feel themselves included. May they feel themselves known beyond words. We call forth a sacred harmonizing now. May the hearts, minds, and bodies and energy fields of all participants come into beautiful coherence with the highest light available to them. May all static distractions, heaviness, or inner noise soften and settle. May what has felt like fragmentation begin to unify. May what has felt like distance begin to return home within. And for all who join this sacred second segment of Shine Your Light, may there be an immediate attunement to trust in divine timing, trust in inner knowing, trust in the wisdom moving through this gathering, trust in the truth that you are not behind, forgotten, or discontinued, but are arriving exactly in the moment meant for you. We ask that this portion of this event carry its own unique blessing. May it deepen what has already begun. May it open new doorways of clarity. May it open and activate the next level of courage, compassion, authenticity, and radiant self-expression within each being present. Let this second segment be infused with fresh light. Let it carry new breath, new insight, new restoration, new divine momentum. Let those who enter now receive the codes messages, and activations meant especially for them. Let them know in the deepest places of their being that they belong to this sacred unfolding. We attune this community now to the frequency of shared light. We remember that no one shines alone. As one opens, all are blessed. As one remembers, all are uplifted. As one heart brightens, the entire field becomes more luminous. May this community be strengthened in unity without losing its beautiful individuality. May each person feel the honor of their own path while also sensing the greater tapestry of their part of everything. May all comparison dissolve. May all self-judgment soften. May each soul feel permission to simply be, to receive, and to shine in the way that is true for them. We invite divine grace to move through every spoken word, every silence held, and every insight received, every activation transmitted. And so may only that which serves the highest good be amplified. May only truth, love, and divine coherence remain. And so we bless this second segment. We bless those arriving now. We bless the seen and unseen connections being woven here. We bless the expansion of this community into greater trust, greater embodiment, greater love, and greater light. May all who enter this space leave more connected to their soul, more anchored in truth, and more open to their divine radiance, and more willing to let the light bless the world. And so it is, so shall it be. It is done. So thank you all for paying attention to this and calling forth all the energies together like this. Setting the intention together in this way is so powerful. It goes beyond words that I can describe to you how important this is. And so I'm thankful, Marina, that you suggested this, or that you thought of it, portion to add to each turning on of the light in each time zone. Yes. So when I refer to segment, I mean yes. the time frame. So thank you all, and thank you, Marina.
Oh, that was beautiful, Val. It really was, and it.
Thank you.
Part of what you said really struck with me about the light, and what the message that I got was, it takes two items always to spark a flame, to light a flame. You can't simply say
against itself.
But yes. So it is the collective. It is when we work together that you want to. You need two pieces of wood to rub together to spark something. Yeah. You need a match that you strike against something to spark the flame.
100%.
It's always two. So it's never a singular journey. It's always a journey with others.
It really is. And so that is a beautiful reminder to all of us about that. And so thank you, Marina, for catching that one important truth within that prayer of intention.
Yes.
And you are absolutely right. So yeah, absolutely. That's profound. And
it is.
Thank you all for participating. I'm going to skip out now and let Marina take over. See you all later.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. So here, there I am, and in all my. So I'm waiting at this time. Trish James should be coming in to join up. Look at that. I say her name and boom, there she is. So let me just hold on. I'm just going to add. I think she might be having some issues getting in, because but she will join us. And for those of you, if you're not familiar with Trish James, if you've watched any part of my channel over the last few months, you know that I'm a big fan of hers and her oracle decks, which are just absolutely fabulous. And I find myself going to those decks in so many of the readings that I do, because they are so profound. So yes, Trish James Oracle, check her out. Look, there she is. Hello, Trish.
Hi. Bit of stage
Hi.
fright there. It wasn't. I was on the wrong camera.
Oh,
So
that's all right.
Me to stream to my audience, so I'm just going to select that, but sometimes it will log me out. So if it does, I'll be back.
That's all right. Yeah, we'll wait. So yeah, while you're doing that, I'll just continue to tell the good folks about a lot of the I mean streaming. Oh, yay, perfect. Yeah, a lot of Trisha's decks. The personal predictions. I've used those. The governance, the forecaster. I mean, there isn't really a single deck that I can say that I have that I don't use it very much. They all have a purpose. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with her decks, go to her here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put that up. And
so they all have a little magic in them as well. So they're all completely 100% infused with spirit.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly tells me, they give me the visions, they tell me what to create, what words to put on it, they tell me everything, and I just have to go with it. And sometimes when they show me the initial parts of it, I think, oh, really? I don't know about that. But then I just go with it. I say, okay, I'll just do it. And then it just all comes together, and it's amazing. So it is 100% divinely guided, what everything I create.
Absolutely. Yeah. So there you go. That's Trisha's webpage. So go check it out. Go check out some of the stuff that she has. And I'm sure that there is, you're going to find at least one deck that she has that is going to speak to you.
Yeah, and it's funny how people resonate with different decks. There's, some people really bond, and that's all I hope for. I hope that you bond with the deck, and they're all they're made with the intention that it enhances your intuition as you're using them. So plus the protection and everything that's already in it as well. I infuse it with that as well. Exactly. Bit of Reiki energy in there as well.
Totally. Yeah. And Eye of the Serpent Tarot says Trisha's decks are the best.
Hello, Helen. Helen's one of the projects I'm working on right now. So I've got some new projects that I'm working on, and I always find my energy is so much bigger, my connection's stronger. I feel amazing. That's how I shine my light, is through creating. Yes. So when I'm getting to work with spirit and create for people as well, that's when that's my key. I've figured out is how I pick up my energy is work on decks. And I'm working with Helen, Eye of the Serpent Tarot, on something amazing for her. So beautiful and so special. So that should be coming very soon.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah.
And I love it. I love also to be able to, when somebody has an idea as well, like somebody has something they've birthed, they've downloaded, but they don't know how to do something with it. I'm a qualified graphic designer. Also, it stems from years and years of an artist, Liz. Hi.
Yes.
I got to tap into her energy last week, which was wonderful. And I've got something else to send you, Liz, which I'll talk about that during this segment, something else that I'm working on. And I want to include you in that. But I'd love to be able to help people bring birth their ideas into fruition. So you may have, and that's funny because a lot of people have these brilliant ideas and they, could divinely inspired ideas, but they don't have the earth energy, the physical energy to know how to create it and birth it into reality. So I just like to be able to, it's beautiful to be part of that as well and help people bring it into physical so they can touch
Yes.
what they've been dreaming of. So yeah, that's another really beautiful thing. And I'm working on 2 of those at the moment. So Helen first, and then I'll be working with another one after that one there. So yeah, that's exciting.
Fabulous.
In addition to the one that I'm working on ongoing, that I've been, the Toth one where the bird was circling around my house.
Yes.
I continue just to work on that one. Like I include meditations that I have, any synchronicities or things that I'm learning, things that I'm shown, I just include, and it's a long process. So it won't be ready anytime soon, but it's a very long process for that one there.
That's fabulous. I'm I'm always inspired because it always seems that that the right card comes out, and sometimes you have to think about the message and kind of make sure that, or at least for me, I have to say, okay, ego, take a back seat, because there's a message here. Don't filter it through ego. Just look at what it is, and
I always call that the raw message. So I always call it the raw message. So sometimes I think you find error in the interpretation. So because we have a bit of a filter of our own experiences, and we base what we think it could be based on our own life, our own experiences, because that's all we have to work with. That's why sometimes I think the interpretation can be not quite there. But I think when you're looking at the raw message, the word, the vision, the card, the word on the card, that's what I call the raw message from spirit. So I think always give that raw message and have surrender and faith that that's the message spirit are trying to deliver. But then any other feelings, tap into your body, tap into your insights, tap into your intuition, and anything else you feel that you want to bring through is also super important, I think, when you're reading.
Absolutely. So you took a little vacation.
I did. It was beautiful. It was my sister's 50th, so we went to Thailand shopping. That was wonderful. But yeah, I kind of needed the break. I hadn't taken any kind of break in 3 or 4 years. It had been a while, probably actually since COVID. So since the lockdowns of COVID, I hadn't done anything. So it was really nice just to be able to go. My sister and I love to travel, so we've been to Europe together, and it was just really nice to go and do that again with her, because she's in a different job now, so I don't get to spend as much time with her. So it's really nice just to take that vacation and world travel with her, which was beautiful. But then when I come back, I realize how hard that I work. Like I know like how addicted to work I am, and then I come back and I think, well, I've just been doing nothing, and now I've got to find the energy again to be 100% focused on what I'm doing. And it's a slow process of getting back into the hours that I did before I stopped. So that's always a challenge.
It is. And sometimes we don't realize, and I think because we enjoy what we do so much that it doesn't feel like a job. I don't need to wake up in the morning and motivate myself to do this. I just do it.
No, me too.
Too. Yeah.
And to the point of addiction sometimes it's like, oh, hell, I've been in here for hours, like just creating, like maybe I should go outside. Because I just love it. So I've got to remind myself there's a world outside of this studio, because I do my art in here as well. So I've got to remind myself there's a world out there too, not just through the window.
Absolutely. There are days when honestly, I mean, I live with my son. There are days when I don't see him because he's up at the crack of dawn. He goes to work. He comes home. I've got the door closed because I'm doing a reading or I'm doing a show, and then I have one after that, and then one after that, and then
you're very busy.
He's in bed. And it's like, okay, can we?
And the day just goes.
Supper?
It just disappears. It's like you have intentions. Oh, I'm going to make sure I get to contact that person, or you're thinking about that person. I better send that person a message or give them a call, and then the day just disappears. Like
totally.
And you think, I forgot again. But you're thinking of them.
Yes.
The day just disappears. We get so busy.
Absolutely. So it happens. But
so I pulled some cards before I started. I pull cards every time.
Yes.
2 sets of cards, but this one I just wanted to validate exactly what you were saying before I came on, in how we work together. It's not just one person. We do this together, and that's how we get victory. So it's not a soul journey. It's a collective journey, something we do together. So as I'm looking down thinking, I wonder what that means. And then you started talking. I'm like, okay, I don't even have to look at what this means. I know exactly what it means. It's exactly what you just said. So that was interesting how spirit works, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
You just have to trust.
It consistently delivers the right message. And
It does.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but even after all this time, I'm still surprised that I'm surprised.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know,
I still shake my head and I think, oh my God, Spirit, you're so amazing. And like, and like the card will come out and it's like I'll be talking about something in a reading, and then next minute the card just jumps out, whatever I've just said. So it's like Spirit's, oh, I'll be part of this conversation. I want to prove with the physical proof that this is Spirit talking. So yeah, amazing. I just love how Spirit works when you're really connected. So, and a lot of people here, I'm in the comments, would definitely be connected to their high self or their spirit teams or their angels, whatever they call that. Yeah, it's just, and it's a beautiful feeling, beautiful connected feeling.
Absolutely. And there's, you know what, if this show, if this part of the journey that we're all on, if people come in and it doesn't resonate with them, they don't stay, they just go. Because it's different kind of energy. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
You know, it's like, I happen to love the color purple, and there's some people can't stand it.
That's right.
That's okay. That's right. You know?
But you know, it could also be a little spark as well. Like they could be popping in because Spirit's pushing that towards them, or universe, however you say that, is pushing them or nudging them gently to a direction. So they plant that little seed, they show something, and then, you know, a month later they might push them in a different direction, like same place or a similar type topic, and that plants another little seed, and then eventually it starts to all form into something. It's Spirit's gentle. I think Neptune does that too. Neptune's very gentle in the way it nudges you towards a different direction. So it could be just little seeds that's being planted when people pop in and arrive here, when it's not something they're normally into.
Absolutely. And I had earlier, a couple hours ago, or an hour and a half ago, when we started, there was, I remember seeing a comment. Someone said, "Oh, you know, first time here. I'm so grateful this came across my feed," or whatnot.
Yeah.
There you go. That's kind of how those things come in.
It is, and I'm getting goosebumps. So it's like a synchronistic right place, right time. They've met, that's part of their journey they're up to.
Absolutely.
Amazing how it all works when you just surrender and just go with the flow and pay attention to the synchronicities. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. And there are signs everywhere. It's just a matter of being able to take a moment and to pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I used to, and I do it occasionally now. I used to have a stretch of road that I used to drive on, and I'd call it my sign highway. So I'd pay attention to signs on trucks, number plates, and I'd always get messages every single time. So while I was driving, but I do it every now and again. And I did it the other day, and I got level. It said level, and I thought, well, that's interesting, because I'm always wondering, what are the keys to leveling up? So you know how we go through cycles with our psychic abilities, and what are the keys or the catalysts to push us to those higher cycles where now we're just functioning on higher expanded awareness, or what pushes the level up? And then that truck drove past, and this is where I'm starting to really realize that for me it's creativity. So when I really just surrender and visualize, and when I do the art and I do what I'm told, basically flow, like surrender to what's being shown to me and to create that, then I feel that is my level up. That's where I get my higher energy. That's where I do level up psychically. The visions get stronger, the words get stronger. And when I'm not creating, or when I'm ignoring that connection, it kind of gets a little harder. Like you can read a card. Cards are easy to read. Like you lay them out, you read the cards, you say what they mean together, you tell your story. But when you are adding in that extra, the words that are coming through, the visions that are coming through, I find that for me, it's heightened when I'm creative, when I'm allowing that right brain to really be activated and the muscle working.
Absolutely. And those little nuggets of insight that that come in that are totally unexpected and whatnot, and where they lead. And I can't tell you how many times, I'm on my way somewhere, I'm going to an appointment, I'm doing whatever, and I'm traveling down a road, and it's like, okay, turn right. Okay. And I'll make the turn. I have no idea where I'm going. I know that I'm going to find my way out, but why am I making this turn? And all of a sudden I'll come across someone's having a yard sale, and oh my God, look, there's a table that I've been describing right there. Oh, okay.
That's amazing. It's so, I love it. I love it when that happens.
Yes.
You go with it, and spirit finds a way to get you to what it is that you need at the time. So it's so amazing. But as you was talking, I was remembering one of the first books I ever read when I was beginning my journey was The 10th Insight, I think it's called, or The 9th Insight.
Yes.
Was it Robert Redfield, I believe, could be the author?
I think so. Yes.
Decades since I've read those books. So, and that's very much about that. It's about, being open to take a turn, being open to, if you're feeling like you should go this way, then go this way. Or if you're not sure about your decision that you're making that's coming up, try and visualize each path. So if you have a path that you're visualizing that's very clear and you feel really good about it, then that's the correct path for you. Whereas if you're trying to force one and the visions or the outcome or the future's not there, then that's showing you that the correct path is the one that is clearly, that you can see clearly or makes you feel good. So, and just as you're talking about those paths that we take that are unusual, that book came to mind there. So it was fascinating. That was one of my books my eye-opening books for me in the early days.
Absolutely. And I get it. And quickly, I just want to say hello to a lot of you that have joined us over the last little bit. Thank you so much for being here. And I'd mentioned earlier, one of the things that I forgot to do before the show was, in the description of the video, I generally put in who's on the show. This time, no, I set it all up and totally forgot to put that in there. So what I'm going to do after the show is I've got it scrolling across the bottom. Please subscribe to all our channels. But I will go in on my YouTube page, and in the posts I will put down all the people and their channels, so that you can make sure that you have a chance. Go over, subscribe. This community has taught me so much. It has given me so many opportunities. It has shown me things that I marvel at, that I go, wow, how fortunate am I to be surrounded by such loving and compassionate people. Everyone that I have run across in this community is always willing to share.
Yeah.
Willing 100%. To listen.
100%.
Just, giving whatever they can.
Well, the universe is abundant, so there's enough for everybody. So there's no need to gatekeep information or gatekeep things, because there's enough room in the universe for all of us, which is beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah. There is no lack. There is no lack.
No, that's just something that we're programmed to believe, because it keeps us in our little control system. So once you escape that control system, abundance is there. It really is. Totally. So Mary says, Celestine Prophecy. Thank you. That's the name of that book. Liz says she loves it when the cards flip out, and
Yes.
they do, and they to tell you what the message is, and it's wonderful when they do that. It just flips out, and it's like, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's beautiful. And then we have Kathy, who says she has no idea who or what her guides are, and that frustrates her. So sometimes I think having a label on their name or what they are or who they are or what they look like, when you're just searching for that, I want to see my spirit guide, I want to see my spirit guide, but it kind of takes away from the energy you could be putting in and thinking, I can feel my spirit guide. Doesn't matter if I can't see them. Doesn't matter if I don't know what they look like. Doesn't matter if I don't know their name. I don't always know what my spirit guide looks like. Every now and then I'll see a spirit guide in a meditation, but generally I don't know who it is I'm communicating with. I feel if it's loving, I feel that loving energy. If I feel that beautiful elation and that connection, then I know it's a beautiful message or a beautiful connection. I don't always know what they look like. I don't know their names. There has been times definitely that I've known the names and I've known who I'm working with. But yeah, generally I think it's just that feeling. It's the feeling of the connection and knowing you're connected into something. And just being open to receive the messages rather than just struggling. Oh, who are you? What do you look like? Yeah, I think you're missing something by focusing on that. But Kathy, I mean, you probably know what you're doing anyway, but yeah, it's not always about what they look like. It's not always about their name. It's about the feeling and the connection and just knowing you've got that beautiful team around you, nudging you. Yeah.
Totally. And there's, I learned very, very early on that my wanting to know who my guides are, or what they look like, or where they're from, that was a little bit of an ego thing.
Yes.
That
it's a very earthy thing, isn't it? Like it's a very grounded, earthy thing. Giving people titles or names.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I can't see it, if I can't visualize it, then maybe it's not real.
Right.
I can't physically visualize wind, but I know it when I feel it.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
It's that having the faith that it is there. It has never ever failed me when I have asked for guidance, or when I've asked for help. There really, I think a lot of people don't realize that our guides and angels are there. They are available to us 24/7. The only thing that they can't do is they cannot interfere with our free will. They can't see us going through something and say, oh, that's okay, I got this, I'll take care of it. They can't do that. But they surround us, and it's almost like that, put me in, coach. Come on, coach, put me in. Like, just
I'm here. I'm here.
Yes,
I can help you.
Yes. So when you're able to say, okay, guys, I need help. I need a new idea, or I need this, or I have this weird dream and I'm trying to analyze it and put meaning to it, but I'm a little stuck on here. Can you just, shoot me something that's going to explain it? And then just sit quietly, be quiet, just be quiet and listen.
Yeah, listen. But sometimes it comes in too when you just have a conversation with somebody.
Yes.
You could have asked a question, and then you'll have a conversation with a person the next day, and they'll start talking about something. You think, oh, that kind of makes sense to what I was confused about. So it's like, I think that they find the way to move pieces around, people, situations, things you're going to see, to help answer your questions, to help give you the guidance. I think they've got that ability to do that.
Yep. Absolutely. And Kathy says, what happens when you ask for help but don't get it? It's not that you don't get the help. It's one of the things that our human mind likes to do is, for example, I'm short on rent this month. Please, please, please. I need to find an extra $200. I'm $200 short. I need to find an extra $200. Please send me $200. And then we look for, we start thinking about, okay, do I know someone that I can borrow $200 from? Is there anyone out there that I loaned $200 for that hasn't paid me back? What if I was to sell this? What if I was to do that? So we still become invested in the outcome, whether we realize it or not.
Yeah.
Right? Spirit doesn't need our help in that way. We simply tell it what we need. We do it with a conviction of that it is already done.
Yes.
That,
yeah.
No, I am grateful to the universe for providing me with the financial resources to meet all my wants and needs every single month. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Yes.
they will.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once you, and I've told this kind of example a few times, but it's worth repeating. It's when you go to, let's say there's a lovely restaurant in town that you like, and you go there, and the waiter seats you at your favorite table, and they give you the menu, and you look at the menu, and when the waiter comes back and they say, what would you like? And, well, I'm going to start off with a Caesar salad, and I think I'm going to have the chicken Alfredo. And yes, I would like some garlic toast with that. Okay, yeah, thank you very much. You've put your order in. And then you let the waiter do what the waiter does. The waiter goes back into the kitchen and places your order. You don't follow the waiter into the kitchen to make sure that they got it right. You've put your order in. Your job is done.
That's
now
right.
You sit back and you enjoy the company, and you wait with the expectation and the knowledge that your meal is going to arrive in front of you.
Exactly. 100%. And just know that that's the way the process works. So
Yes.
I've asked for help. You guides are there to
Yes.
help you. They're going to deliver that help. But I think sometimes there's issues when you have intentions or conditions.
Yes.
So if you're expecting the outcome to be this way,
yes,
and it's not arriving that way, then you're thinking, oh, Spirit's not helping me. They're not there. They're not listening because the outcome is not what I said I wanted the outcome to be. Well, sometimes that's not the outcome that's meant to be. And it's just about having that faith that what is meant to be will be, and it's not the conditions you place on it. So again, with money. So if you're like, okay, I need X amount to pay off this bill, to pay this debt, I need to win the lotto. Spirit, can you help me win the lotto? Can I win the lotto this week? Well, you've put conditions on it because you've said this is the only way my abundance will flow will be through the lotto. So lotteries or whatever you call it in your country. But I think when you put in the conditions, Spirit is then restricted to that narrow avenue, and it's not always possible. But if you leave it open to them to pick any avenue that they can find to get you the abundance, I mean, it might be something crazy like a insurance refund or you cancel an insurance policy or some kind of thing that you've been paying for such a long time and you get a refund on it, or you get rid of all of the subscriptions that you don't need, and then you've got this extra money that can help pay towards it. So I think if you don't put the conditions and just be guided to whatever direction you're going without the blinders, like you're just thinking, okay, this is the outcome I want. Why am I not getting that outcome? Because maybe you're restricting it to this outcome. Broaden it out. Just put your hands back and just say, okay, whatever's going to arrive is going to be my help, the help that they're busy in the background organizing, moving pawns into position to help you.
Yeah.
And I've worked with spirit guides for decades, for as long as and like you said, never once had they ever steered me wrong. Never once. And the connection is so beautiful, like you feel so connected and so aligned and peaceful. But every direction they've encouraged me to go has been exactly where I look back, I think, wow, I really needed that. Even as far as things collapsing. Like when
Yes.
my business ended, I was a photographer for 25 years, caught up in the COVID and all that kind of, then the economy crashing here. And my customer base was young mums, because I did a lot of babies. I did weddings before that, but a lot of babies. So my customer was not very financially abundant. So when it came time to have to figure out, do I buy nappies or do I get photos from my baby? Obviously, they're going to choose the nappies. So that kind of hit me. And when the economy kind of crashed here in Australia, I lost about easily a third of my, and I had to think, all the costs involved in it. Is this really what I want to be doing? But meanwhile, I've always created. I've been doing that since 2009. I've always done expos, done readings on the side. That was my sideline job. Because I loved it. And then meanwhile, this is and I'm doing YouTube, and that was synchronistic how that all happened. It was dream based. I had a dream about Nicola Bulley, true crime. And I was never into true crime, never into reading true crime, but Nicola Bulley was so persistent that I had to start reading on her, and that's how my channel started. So I'm truly always grateful for that happening. But it was completely out of the blue. It was a complete, like if I would have said to my guides, can you help me get to this position?
Yes.
I would never have expected it to go this direction the way that it has. And you just got to go with it. Just go with whatever you're guided to do.
Exactly. And I know that giving up on some of those conditions or some of those limitations, and it, you almost have to practice it for a while before it becomes second nature, and you kind of know how to ask. But to limit or to put limitations on what kind of help you're asking for, like I said earlier, the example, $200. What if the universe was working on sending you $2,000? And you said, I'm $200 short. I need $200. I need. It's like, okay, hold back the refund. No, she only wants 200.
Exactly. That's right. You can limit yourself by saying the figure, the amount. They know what you need. They know what is available that they can send you. If you're limiting to just $200, well, there goes what they were organizing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because that circumstance that they were working on isn't what gives you what it is that you're looking for. So, okay, well, never mind. We'll try again later.
Find a way of just getting you the 200.
Yes. Yeah. And in the meantime, there's all this extra that could have been coming in that you have absolutely no idea about. So
that's right. And then there's that scarcity program too that runs, where we always living in I need this, or I want this, or I don't have this, I don't have that, I need this. And that's that scarcity program where there's not enough to go around, but the universe really is abundant. And really, if you just go with the flow of it, the abundance is there, instead of being, and sometimes I think that falls under, I don't need either. Like when you lose that program of I know I want this, or I need this, or I don't have this, and always going after something, I think that is a bit of a trap as well. And when you can let that go and think, I don't need this, I'm happy, I'm content, then you're already abundant. And you live in, I have everything I need. You're changing your mindset to, I'm surrounded by beautiful people, I'm surrounded by comfort, I'm surrounded by everything I need. And you change the mindset away from scarcity into I have, not I want or I need. And I think that's a big thing with abundance as well.
It is very, very, very much so, because the idea of concentrating on what I don't have is a message to the universe that is what you want to concentrate on. That is where your energy is going. So you don't realize that, if you're feeling a sense of lack and you concentrate on the things that you're lacking, that's what you're going to lack. It's kind of like, we all know those people that have all kinds of things happen in their life and circumstances and whatnot. And You run into them and you say, how are you doing? I'm great. Things are fabulous. You know what? I just started this and then there's those that seem to have a pretty nice life. And you ask them, how are you doing? Don't ask.
Yeah.
I got to do this. I got to do that. And it's like, they complain that, I just got bad luck. Whatever I do, there's bad luck. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, but you know what? Those people are super abundant attractors. They're powerful manifestors, but they're just manifesting the wrong things.
Yes.
And once they can get that through their head, I am a very powerful manifester. Everything I think about comes to me. Maybe I should start thinking about good things, not bad things, or thinking about as if I have it rather than I don't have it, because they're attracting that. And they're very powerful manifestors because they're bringing more of that scarcity to themselves. And I don't mean to sound, and I should be careful how I phrase that, because that kind of sounds like you're bringing it on yourself. And I understand that things happen around us that is just meant to be, and they're difficult, challenging situations that we all go through one stage of another, no fault of your own, no fault of that person's own. And it's difficult situations. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that scarcity thought when it comes to abundance. I understand we all go through things, and we all have, all of us at one time or another have big major issues with health, with family members around us having really serious issues, and that's just part of life. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that lack of, or the person that focuses on their problems all the time. So, I'm not well today, and it's like, okay, we'll wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, today's a beautiful day. I have beautiful people around me. I have everything I need around me. I'm connected to spirit are here. I have a beautiful team here ready to help me. So, and focusing on the shining your light, being more positive, I think can start to turn that around. And probably depending on how long you've been in that scarcity program or that poor me program, because both of them are programs, will be how long it will take to transition over and to change. And it's mindset. It's just the way we're programmed to think. We just have to change that around.
Yeah,
it's part of the control system, I think, to have us think in those ways.
Yeah,
because
totally.
If we're sick, somebody's making a lot of money out of that.
Yeah, totally. And we're much excuse me, we're much easier to control as a population. If we're in that lack mindset, if we're in that blame mindset, that I don't have a job because someone took the job that I should have.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. I hear that sometimes from people when they say somebody's taken my life or somebody's living my life. Well, if that was meant to be your life, you're going to live that life. There's a room enough in the world for more than one of each thing. So there's plenty of room for you to have that life as well. So that's a big thing.
Totally. Yeah. And helping another person can get us out of the funk. Yes, absolutely. When you concentrate on helping others, not only helping others, but being able and willing to accept help from others, right? That's when good things happen, because we are allowing them to fulfill their mission and their purpose. Right. So, and I know some people have a hard time accepting help.
But we're a collective. We're a collective energy. That's collective consciousness. So we're all really that. It took me a long time to understand that concept where we're all one. That really, it took me a very long time to understand that. But I think it's the whole collective energy of when you're helping another person, you're actually helping yourself too, because you're turning someone's light on, or you are helping someone raise their vibration, taking them out of lack in changing their program into I have or I am. So, and it makes them, and then that adds to the collective energy. And the more of us that can switch our light on, or the more of us can step into that energy, then that collective energy becomes so powerful, because as a co-creators as humans. We're co-creators, and we're more powerful, just like this, just like you said at the beginning.
Yeah.
We're more powerful when we work together. When we put our
Yes.
energies together, we create energy, anything. And I think that's sometimes while the control system out there, or the elites, or whoever does it, puts fear in us all the time.
Yes.
This war, that scarcity, this famine, this shortage of food, this shortage of fuel, all the stuff we're being bombarded with right now, it's fear-based because it lowers our resonance. It puts us against each other. Oh, I've got to make sure I've got enough,
Yes.
without thinking
Yeah.
about anybody else. It puts us in that terrible division state, but also that state of fear-based energy, because we can't raise our vibration. Imagine if all of us switched on, rose our vibration, realized that there's abundance there and that we shouldn't be in the states that we're in. What happens to our control system? What happens to those leaders? What happens to those ones that's enforcing all that fear on us? They know what will happen to them, and that's why they try to keep us locked down. Locked down in fear.
Exactly. They wouldn't waste their time if there wasn't a payoff. So, it's, I don't know, to me, it's like, a child throwing a temper tantrum in a department store. If you give in to that temper tantrum and say, no, what do you want? What do you want? Here, have that toy, just be quiet. All you have taught that child is, I need to make enough noise and I need to be a little more disruptive. Whereas the first time that they do that temper tantrum, you say, that's it, stop, or we're leaving, and they don't stop, you leave. You stop what you're doing and you leave. And
that teachers, they miss out on an opportunity.
Yes. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, when she says stop, she really means it. Imagine that.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And you know what, that's programming too. We get programming from schooling, indoctrination, we get programming from governance, but we also get programming from our generations, from our parents, from the way we're raised. We're taught things, and I think it's just passed down from, and I'm not blaming parents or us as parents, it's just programming that's handed down from one generation to another, and it's like a script of what we're supposed to believe, or and I think it's so limiting. And if you can kind of turn that around in some way with the generations below, that's great. By the exact example that you just gave.
Absolutely. What, if all of a sudden there's an oil shortage, okay, we're not going to be able to get oil to put in our cars.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? 200 years ago, they didn't have cars.
No.
And yet people still survived every single day.
That's
they still managed to make it through.
That's right.
Yeah, it just means it may be a little more inconvenient. It may take me a little longer because now I'm going to have to walk or ride a bike or something to get to that store that I need to get to. But it just means a little bit of extra planning.
And that you'll be okay.
Yes.
And you know what? It's a whole nother way that's being aligned to your spirit team can help, or to the universe, because you're saying, are you listening to the fear-based energy of lack, another lack and fear, or are you aligned to your spirit team or the universe and saying, I am abundant, I'm never without? So it's another big way in your face of saying you're in that fear, scarcity energy, as opposed to just going with the flow, and the universe is going to look after me. I'm going to have what I need. And it may not be that you have as much as you had yesterday, but you're going to have what you need, because the universe is going to make sure of that. You've just got to have that faith.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, folks, if you can get to that way of thinking, and absolutely truly with every ounce of your being, believe it and see it manifest for you, all of a sudden it's that moment.
Exactly. Another little wonderful tip there, sorry to cut you off there, Marina, I just thought this, and I'll forget, it's really important, is a evidence journal. So if you're new to this, if you don't trust it yet, you don't believe really that you can manifest or the universe has your back, start a evidence manual and start writing down what you asked, because sometimes I forget what I asked Spirit.
Yes.
Write that down, write the date down, and then write down any synchronicities that happen. Write down anything that you hear or something you see on TV or something that aligns to that. Or if you ask for $200 and then all of a sudden, some weird way, you're ended up with the $200, write it down, because it's all evidence. And the more evidence you've got that this stuff is for real, this stuff works, the more you'll believe it. And the more you believe it, the more powerful you'll be at it. So yeah, that's one thing. In my early days, I had evidence manuals for years. I used to write every year. I have one, and I probably still kept them.
Yes. Yeah, because they're good reminders to ourselves. We're more willing to believe something negative.
Yeah,
because it feels familiar. We've been raised not to expect too much, or we've been raised with the idea of the consequence and no control and so on, so that when the negative happens, we go, yeah, see, I knew that was going to happen.
I told you I was unlucky.
Yes. Yeah. And when something good happens, it was just luck. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
That just happened. There's nothing coincidental about that at all. So I think any thoughts that you have, any coincidences that you have, write them all down, because then when you can go back and look at it, you're going to believe what's happened in your own experience. You may not believe my experiences and things that have happened to me, but you're going to believe the experiences that happened to you. But you forget them, and I forget them if you don't write them down.
Absolutely. Totally. Hold on. Yeah, we've got Val who's joining us. Hello, Val.
Hi, Trish. Good to see you.
Great to see you. I'm loving your meditations and openings. So beautiful. I actually sat back. I didn't come on screen while you were doing it, because I actually sat back and just participated, and it was really helped, boost my energy ready to come on. So it was thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Trish. It's so exciting.
Fabulous. Love it when that happens. Love it when that happens. And I was just quickly going to say one of the first things that I distinctly remember looking back on and going, I manifested that, was probably about 15, 16 years ago. What's his name? Mike Dooley from Tut the Universe, where he does the positive affirmations and so on. He was coming into Calgary, and he was going to be up by the airport. And he had a just let me let there. I'm just going to let Sherry in, and then I'll finish.
Sherry.
So yeah, I had wanted to go because he was having a one-day seminar, but at the time I wasn't working and didn't have the extra, and it was a little pricey. And I thought, oh, this would be fabulous, because I just adore all the messages that I get, and they're so powerful, and they've helped me out so much. I would really, really love to go to this. So yeah, okay. I got to figure out a way that I'm going to get there. All right. A couple hours later, I get a phone call from my sister, who says, hey, are you familiar with Mike Dooley from Tut the Universe? And I said, yeah. And she said, well, my friend Gary got us tickets to go to that seminar, and I can't go. And I was wondering if you'd be interested. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's a manifestation, baby.
Manifestation.
There you go. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
And the gratitude, you would have had so much gratitude, and you would have felt it in your heart. You would have radiated. And that's, the universe brings more and more of that to you.
Totally.
Amazing.
Totally.
For sure.
So, before Val gets started, we'll say hello to Sherry, Liberal Tarot by Sherry.
Hello.
Sherry, say hello to Trish.
Hi, Trish.
James Oracles.
I'm Valerie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet
Okay.
you.
So I'm going to step away. My throat is getting a little dry.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pop out.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you for having me, everybody.
Hi, Trish.
love it, love it, love it. And yeah, Trish and I are going to be doing on
Yeah.
the 4th. On
Yeah,
the 4th, we're
one
going to
week.
be
I
doing.
think about the same time next week. Yeah, we'll
Yes.
do readings for everybody.
Yes,
Excellent.
absolutely.
I'm excited to come
Thank you,
back.
Trish.
But thank you, everybody. It's been a
Hi,
great
Thank-
show. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you, thank you. Bye for
Thank you.
now.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So,
So-
I'm just gonna step out and Val's gonna do her thing, and then
Mhm.
I'll be right back.
Okay, excellent. Let me just, I'm going to take a sip of water myself.
All righty.
Okay, everyone, you know the drill. I like to take the breaths. Why? Because it really goes beyond the ego mind. It really helps you to ground and center. And for some reason, I can tell, I hope my voice sounds okay because my picture is freezing up a little bit. But if you'll bear with me, take a deep breath in through your mouth and visualize light filling your heart. Hold the breath at the top. And now exhale slowly through your mouth and visualize your light filling your body and the room you're in. And another deep breath in, light filling your heart. Holding that breath at the top. And exhale slowly through your mouth and visualize your beautiful light filling your body and the room you're in, and in fact, the entire world. And take another deep breath in, light filling your heart. And as you exhale, visualize your light going out into infinity, out into all that is. Beloved guides, angels, ascended masters, Akashic record masters, and holy presence of divine source. We enter now into this third sacred opening with hearts expanded, spirits awakened, and fields illuminated by all that has already stirred, blessed, and activated within this gathering. We give thanks for the light already moving. We give thanks for the courage already rising. We give thanks for the softening, the healing, the remembering, and the sacred connection already taking place within this community. And now, with humility and holiness, willingness, we open even more. So I'll just say, instead of holiness, sourceness. I like that better. We'll just say soulness. So really, you're opening to receive even more. And so we call forth a higher octave of divine light. We invite a stronger radiance of truth. We welcome a fuller embodiment of the soul's presence within each being gathered here now. May this third attunement lift the entire field into greater coherence, greater luminosity, greater love, and greater sacred power. May every participant feel the strengthening of their inner flame. May every heart remember its divine authority. May every soul feel the call to rise into more of what is truly is. And we set the intention that this next wave of energy be of divine action, not activation through force, but through resonance, not through striving, but through remembrance, not through effort alone, but through surrender to the divine light already seeking fuller expression through us. May dormant gifts begin to stir. May hidden confidence awaken. May soul memory rise. May the ancient knowing within each being come forth with grace and clarity. May what has been waiting for permission now receive it. May what has remained unseen now be blessed into gentle visibility. May what has felt uncertain now be touched by the certainty of divine presence. We attune now to the living frequency of the radiant embodiment. We attune to courage anchored in love. We attune to truth expressed through grace. We attune to the brilliance of the authentic self, no longer dimmed, no longer delayed, no longer hidden beneath old layers of fear, doubt, or hesitation. Let this field become brighter. Let this circle become stronger. Let this gathering become a beacon. May the light generated here move beyond inspiration and become integration. May it move beyond concept and become a living knowing. May it move beyond potential and become embodied presence. We call for a divine initiation or ignition now within the hearts of all present. An initiation or an ignition of joy, an ignition of purpose, an ignition of confidence, an ignition of service aligned with truth, an ignition of the remembrance that each soul here carries a light that is needed, meaningful, and divinely placed within the greater unfolding of this time. May all distortion that says be smaller be dissolved. May all patterns that say wait longer be released. May all fears around being seen, heard, expressed, or received be gently lifted into the healing light of divine love. May each person now feel themselves strengthened from within. May their nervous systems receive peace. May their hearts receive expansion. May their voices receive blessing. May their path receive illumination. May their energy field receive renewal and divine amplification in accordance with the highest good. We declare this gathering a sacred field of upliftment, activation, and living remembrance. We declare that the light awakened here will continue to ripple outward into every conversation, every creation, every offering, every prayer, and every choice made from this day forward. May this community know itself as a circle of luminous beings. May each one remember that shining is not separate from service, that radiance is not separate from love, that embodiment is not separate from devotion, that to shine one's light in truth is to bless the world. And so we rise, and so we open wider, and so we allow more, and so we become fully available to the divine expression moving through us with gratitude, with reverence, and with joyful willingness. We receive this higher octave of attunement now, and so it is. So shall it be. It is done. Thank you, guides and angels.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Val.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Beautiful as always.
Thank
As
you.
always.
Thank
And
you. And
when you come back the next time,
Yeah.
that's when I'll be I'll be reading the message
Oh.
that I received from the Council of 13.
I'm so excited I get to be on and hear it right then and there.
Yes. So yeah, looking forward to that. Looking
Forward to
forward
it.
to that. And yeah, I haven't, as I say, I didn't go back and read it, so I'll be hearing it for the first time as I'm reading it, but I have every faith that it is.
I'm looking so forward to that. I can't even stand it. I'll be here with bells on for the next
Yay! Yay. Well, for those of you that are in the see you later, Val. Thank you. For those of you that are in the Mountain Standard Time Zone, don't forget, turn on your porch lights, light a candle, turn on a lamp, put it in the window. Participate with us physically by shining your light. And know that every time that we do that, one of the images that I always kind of visualize as we're doing this show is I see the East Coast, and I see the East Coast light up. And then I see Central light up. And then I see Mountain light up. And then I see Pacific light up. And it's almost like I'm looking from outer space down, and I'm just seeing this light, this profusion of light, and it brings me such joy. So I hope that you all feel the same way with that. So, and that having been said, welcome, Sherry. For those of you who don't know, this is Sherry, Liberal Tarot by Sherry. She normally does political readings, great
Not
political readings, but yeah, not tonight. Tonight we talk about good, positive, powerful things. So welcome to your first Shine Your Light event. Hopefully it's not going to be your last Shine Your Light event.
I hope not, but I have to show you, I have a special shirt for tonight.
And it says,
Shine by the light.
oh,
Shine by the light.
perfect.
I thought it would be the perfect shirt for tonight.
Absolutely.
So I put it on.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
And for any of you that are wondering, and I should have done this earlier, but you know what? I'm just so in the moment that I keep forgetting that you can go to my my channel. You can go to my merch page, and you can get some of your own Shine Your Light stuff. There's cups, there's t-shirts, there's sweatshirts, there's so all kinds of things. What I love these little teddy bears, and it's Shine Your Light, love, light, compassion, unity, and and then there's another one. It's a little bigger, but this, honestly, it's so soft, it's so fuzzy, it's just absolutely wonderful. That the first thing that I thought of when I saw the teddy bears was, what a great gift for a newborn. What a great gift to give an expected mom, that she can raise her child in shining their light, in being their true authentic self. And kids love their stuffies. They carry them around, and they'll resonate with the message. It will mean a lot to them. So yeah, you can go to as I'm knocking things down. Yeah, you can go to my YouTube channel, Heart Centered Tarot, and click on the more section, and you'll see the merch link is there. So go take a look. Go take a look at the Shine Your Light stuff, and they're fabulous. So
Marina, I was just going to say, can you imagine filling that that stuffy with Reiki energy and then giving it to a child? Oh my gosh, that would be be wonderful.
Absolutely.
That would be just the perfect thing.
It would. Absolutely. And a lot of the Maureen D'Amico says, I'm 55. I still sleep with a stuffy. Good for you. Good for you. Why not? Who says there's an age limit, right?
Age is just a number.
It is. It is just a number. So one of the things that I'm noticing, and thank you, Liz. Thank you for putting that up. Is that a lot of the kids that have been born in the last 10 years or so, they are connected. Believe me, they are very, very much connected. They are the old souls, the sages that are coming down here, and they are helping us more than we realize. So
yeah, those indigo children that we've got coming in, very much so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what have you got on your agenda? What's happening with you?
Well, are you meaning just today? And so, like many of us, what I did was I attended a large gathering of like-minded people, and
Yes.
I've been thinking about that and kind of what I wanted to bring, into this space here. And so many of us, like how energized did we feel when we were able to connect? I mean, we were standing by people. I had no idea who they were, but yet we were still all like-minded people.
Yes.
And so that energy was there. And then to come here, and you guys, if you're lurking in the background, if you're chatting, this is another gathering of like-minded people. I mean, we
Yes.
are our people.
Yes.
Right here with our energy. And so it's just such a lovely thing to be able to come together with like-minded people to get that energy boost to kind of sustain us. And that anytime, we're, like, I always say, like, and then we wake up tomorrow morning, but you know what? We still have this experience that we can take
Yes.
with us. And like Valerie was talking about, just like that deep breath in, and that
Yes.
energy that we're creating here is going to be with us. And it literally is just a breath away.
Mm-hmm.
Just take that centering breath and come back to this space and remember, this feeling and of the being in that like-minded, hive mind, and just being able to take that with us. Just,
Mm-hmm.
So it's just been a really lovely day to see how we've done that physically. And now we're doing this like spiritually. It's a really nice bookend to the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, you know what, for the rest of the world to help out, to help me out with the Shine Your Light event, I think that there should be another No Kings March next month, the end of next month.
Yes.
And
and we'll just keep
yeah,
right
that's
on.
right. We'll just keep it going.
And and the thing is, as each one of those gatherings, marches, they just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Just like I'm sure you've seen here with the Shine Your Light event.
Yes.
Because as each one of us grow, oh my gosh, my cat is going to join me. He wants his energy to be part of this too. Hey, bud.
I don't blame him.
So yeah, he's been a little bit of a pain with this. But
Well,
anyway, as each of us, as our lights grow, then we're going to be touching other people and telling other people that, to come here, and we just keep not only growing our light, but growing the community light. Exactly. Just like we are seeing physically. It's a really nice mirror of each other.
It is totally. And it's a lovely, fabulous feeling. So yeah, absolutely.
Very much so.
Okay. Hey, guess what? We've got Valerie Bradshaw that's going to join us. Illumination Portal. Hello, Valerie.
Hi, ladies. Hi, Marina. Thank you for having me.
Are you kidding? Love it.
I love being here.
Yes. And for those of you that are wondering, normally Diana joins us the same time that Valerie does, and talk about astrology and some of the stuff that has an effect on the energy. And Diana is still recovering from her hip surgery. So, she wasn't available, and that is just fine, because we want her to be, the best version of herself that she can.
Yeah. So,
yeah, take the time, recuperate, do it slowly. There's no time limit on this, but we do send out healing energy to Diana, healing energy to anyone who needs it. Right? That's what we're about. The love, light, compassion, and unity. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So, Valerie,
I was gonna give her a shout out because I miss her. That's my buddy. We hang out together and do the astrology, and all of this, right? Whether you're psychic, intuitive, medium, you bounce off each other, and it kind of brings it all together. So. And I know she's healing well, and I'm always sending her healing love. And anybody, like you just said, who is in need of healing right now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
A lot going on.
Yeah. And Valerie meets Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
And Sherry meets Valerie. And yeah, someone new to the program, someone new to the event, and hopefully she will join us again. So yeah, not going to scare her too much.
I'm not easily scared.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, like to be very nice to the first time guests. You know, you kind of lull them into that false sense of security, and then we get. Yes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful place here. The energy is just beautiful. You can feel it. Well, I was listening the whole time you guys were on. My goodness, so much, so many beautiful souls have so much to offer, and Val, my gosh, you know her stuff is just. Oh, I mean, it just kind of sets inside of you. You can really feel it. You know. I love listening to her.
Yeah. Yes, you certainly can, and it does. It always raises the vibration. Always.
Yeah. And then I can't wait to hear what you wrote that you don't even know you wrote.
that I don't even know I wrote. Yeah, exactly. That it's been a while since I have gotten a message from the council, and that's fine. I don't press it too much, and the only thing that I ask is, talk to me when you need to talk to me. Otherwise, I don't need to have that confirmation all the time. I know you're there. I trust you.
Right.
And yeah, Val and I were doing a show. We were doing the messages for light workers on Thursday. And before the show, I said, Val, I'm feeling so discombobulated. Like I don't know what's going on. And, it doesn't feel like it's something physical, like, my sugars are too high or whatnot. And I said, then I think I might be getting ready for a message. We'll see. And yeah, sure enough, we ended the show a little early. And within about an hour, it was, okay, go to your computer, open up Word. It's like, okay, that's my sign. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So I'm anxious to hear what they had to say.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was so interesting because usually when I get the messages, I'll read it, I'll sit with it, I'll resonate with it. And this time, as things turned out, and you have to love the way that spirit works.
Right.
This time, at the end of the show, we normally have either Terry Suzuki or Yanni Heller, who do the Akashic record, and they do the sort of collective healing and whatnot. This time around, neither one of them was available. So I had that spot open. And I was thinking about it earlier in the week, and what can I put in there? Who can I put in there? And I kept getting, just leave it, just leave it, just leave it. And I thought, okay, fine. All right. I'll just leave it. And then when the message came in, I thought,
it was you. Congratulations. It's you. Yeah. I love how they do that though. I mean, there's always a divine plan. There's always, it always works out.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Totally. And you just have to go with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you, Artist Liz, for that beautiful donation. It is very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's very, very kind of you.
Yeah.
So what have you got going on?
My goodness. I was waiting for this spring equinox for a couple of years because that's kind of the demarcation point of the old era and entering into the new era. Usually we're entering, into the new season, right? It's the actual technical new year is spring equinox. And if you guys felt February and the whole, I mean, just all of Pisces season was very deep. It felt like we were just being washed clean and wrung out, and it was just had to all come out. I mean, I knew that's why you didn't, you were guided not to do a show
Yes.
last month. And it was one of, I'm still recovering from it, but I listen to my guidance like you do, and I just kind of roll with it. So we've had this first week of the new year and the new era. Well, we had huge aspects. The sun met up with Neptune, then the sun met up with Saturn. So this is like helping us structure our dream. How do you want to create your dream? And that's Neptune, and Saturn is the structure. Well, today we know what the big day was, has an absolutely perfect aspect to go with this day that we were all encouraged to go out and support.
Yes.
It is Saturn in Aries, sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Now, the last time they met was around 2020, and that was the demolition. And here we are, the first time they come together, and we've been rebuilding. The whole time we've been rebuilding, whether we knew it or not. That's what we were doing. So, whatever actions or any plans, anything goals you had today are really set in a good foundation. So to me, that beautiful thing that happened today across the world is just that is anchored.
Yes.
And I think we all can feel that anyway, where we know that this is more than just another day of speaking up for ourselves. But I just thought that was an amazing. You couldn't have asked for a better aspect, really, for something longevity, something that's going to last and grow from that. So so that's today. Then on the 1st, we have the full moon in Libra. That's on the 1st. It's 2nd, depending on the East Coast. It's the 1st. Out England, out that way, is the 2nd. So that's about bringing balance to your relationships. Really, we've been working on ourselves these last 5 years very deeply. I'd even say since 2012. It's just been an ongoing, who are you, learning who you are, learning remembering who you are, really. So that's all like coming together. Well, now we have that full moon in Libra. Libra is about relationships and balance and harmony, justice. So I think we're going to see, that's not only individually with all of us, that's worldwide. So we're going to hopefully see some balance and justice out in the world. And then the month is just a very big month. April is another big month that we're going through. Mars is going to enter Aries, that's its home sign. So we're going to really have some ability, that energy to act. He's in Pisces right now, where he's kind of like weighing all the options, trying to figure it out. And so is Mercury still in Pisces. He went retrograde in Pisces. So he stationed direct on the spring equinox. So that was like a really good day we had the spring equinox first, and then Mercury stationed direct after, but he's still in Pisces. But this is the whole time he's been in Pisces. For people like us, well, anybody, downloads were coming in, because this is the communication where you read between the lines, you read the energy, you hear the energy, or you feel it, or you sense it in some way. So if you've been feeling like you're getting direction or guidance in any way from spirit, from your spirit team, absolutely listen to it, because that communication, that line's been wide open. And he doesn't go to Aries until April 14th. So there's a lot more that we're going to, that's coming
Yeah.
in across the divine airwaves, I guess you could say.
Yes.
So there's a lot going on, but we're still in that, the creating the foundation. The pieces of the puzzle are coming into place, but they're not all in here yet. And we're being guided to just take it slow, even though we're in Aries season. It's kind of difficult to do that because you just want to go take off and start doing things.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Yeah, because that's what Aries does.
Yeah.
It's you have an idea, it's like boom, let's go. We'll worry about the details as we're going, but everybody on board, let's go.
Yeah, that fire, it's ignition point.
Yes.
And Venus is in Aries right now, and tomorrow, the 30th, she's going to enter Taurus, which is her home sign, where this is all about her coming into who she is and her self-worth, her abilities to trust in herself, to go forward. So this is another piece of the puzzle that's coming in. We've all been working on who am I, being allowed to be who you are without anybody's permission, right? So that's going to be a big deal. And as we go forward, this is probably the biggest, I'd say it is, the biggest new moon in Aries is on the 17th. This is, we've had 6. Hi, Linda.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
We've had 6 new moons in a row that were all at 28 degrees.
Wow.
Now, and they've all had huge stellium, meaning 3 or more planets in that sign. So Aries is going to have this huge pile up of planets, asteroids, points, and it's the technical new beginning of us going forward into this new era. The pieces of the puzzle are still coming in, and that's always going to be the case. We're always going to be releasing to receive, but it's gotten a lot lighter. I don't know. Have you felt that? Do you feel lighter?
Yes. Yeah. It doesn't feel like walking through fog.
Yeah. Perfect.
It does feel much, much, much better. And don't forget, and anytime that we're looking to make change and we're looking to do things that are going to have an impact on a lot of people, on a lot of our lives, we have to recognize what we need to discard, what we need to leave, what we need to let go of.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, packing for a trip. And, we've been collectively putting things in our suitcase. Oh, don't forget this, don't forget that. Now we're just before we're ready to travel. Now we can go through that suitcase and say, do I really need this? No,
right.
So that we're traveling lighter.
Yeah, I love how you put that. And that's what full moons are for too, right?
Yes.
You realize what is no longer working in your benefit, and it could be hard because it's relationships, and you're adjusting your relationships, you're adjusting the boundaries. It could be any of those things, but it's another big month, and we're in a big year. We're the creators of the new era. We're the creators of that, and we had to go through all of those last 5+ years to become who we are now. And that's the cool part, because now we've all shown up and we're like, and look at all these beautiful souls. I mean, look at this. How long have you been having this? This is 15 months. So this is almost a year and a half.
Yes.
Now, and even then, look how many people have
Exactly.
found themselves, found out, and found their heart, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And realize that we are all part of the collective. We are all part of the one. Um, you know, we're not separated from each other on a spiritual level.
Mhm.
Right? It's just physically we have these different bodies at the moment, but yeah, we're all connected spiritually. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
I
and
love
where we're going is going to be fabulous. So yeah, Linda, welcome.
Thank you, Marina. It's an honor to be here.
Very, very glad that you're able to join us and be part of this. And you're part of the light worker community, whether you read tarot cards or you read oracle cards or you read runes. That's all that's our spiritual side. That's our connection, right?
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad that you're able to to join us and share in this wonderful energy.
Yes. It's beautiful. It's very positive and loving. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of before. This community is such a blessing
Yes,
to myself and to so many.
exactly.
So I feel very honored and excited to be part of it. So
So glad to have you. And it's fun. Yeah, Catherine says, I also find it fascinating that many of us appear to be ladies of a certain age. Yes, absolutely. And I think, we're the crowns.
Yes.
Right?
The wise crones.
The wise
Yes.
crones.
The wise crones.
The wise crones. And we're the front line. Now we're the front line. We're the least, and I'm not trying to say, oh, look at me, but we're the least noticed demographic. But we are the front line of this new era. So to me, I'm honored, and I'm honored to be here with all of you. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you, Val. Yes, absolutely. And I think that the reason that most of us that are of that certain age is, we had to learn how to find our center, how to find our sovereignty, how to be comfortable with being who we are, so that we can be the leaders for those that are coming up behind us, that are more connected, and their struggle isn't going to be quite as challenging as ours has been. But there's still it's going to take a few generations to get to that point where we're living the future that we want to see. So hey, I'm glad to be part of it.
Yeah,
Just glad to be part of it.
But what great role models that we are, that I know that I've had strong women ahead of me to look to. And then Catherine there said, it's like, boy, I tell you, whenever you hit a certain age, there's like a switch that goes off, and you're like, you find that power really quick. And so because I'm now entering those years myself, and I've been like, oh man, if I could go back and tell my younger self.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. I would have been, I was already unstoppable, but I would have really been unstoppable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And J Cat Lady, says we have become better light workers over the last 5 or 6 years. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that this community has done. It has brought us together. And the thing that I treasure the most about this community is someone coming in from the outside, seeing all of us together. I think it would be difficult to identify the leader.
Yes.
We're all on that same plane, and no one feels the need to be the queen bee.
Right.
We share happily. We encourage wholeheartedly.
Yes.
We do things to for the betterment of the community without expecting something in return. It's not a transaction. We do it because we love to do it.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, I think that makes a big difference. And that's one of the things that this community has done. Yeah, over the last 5-6 years, we've brought so many fabulous souls on board.
Yeah. I didn't come in until 2024.
Yes.
I had a different life at the time.
Yes.
And I got a message saying, would you like to know what your horoscope is for 2024? And I thought, okay. Who doesn't want to know their horoscope, right? So, so I clicked on it and I read my horoscope. And I thought, oh, okay, sounds like a pretty good year. And the next thing I know, I had Marianne and Susan Lynn and Allie, and then she introduced me to Terry at Holding Your Space, and you, Marina, and Diana, oil painter, and you, Val, and the other Val. It was like boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a whole world out there.
Who knew? Why didn't somebody tell me about this before? Yeah,
it's so cool.
I know, and it's been wonderful, and everybody has been so loving and kind and accepting, and there are so many who are in the community that are so far ahead of where I came in, and their skills and their gifts are so much greater, but they treat me just as though it's a sisterhood. It's like, no, you're okay, go ahead, do that. And it's been and other than a very small instance where there was some jealousy, I've really been very lucky that there's been no competition or look, we're all here for the same reason.
Exactly. Yeah, there is no competition. There
shouldn't be.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, because that was one of the things earlier in the week on the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot that we talked about. And I had mentioned that a couple of years ago. I remember getting an email from someone, and this was after I had done a show with someone, and I was really plugging that person, and go and check them out, subscribe to their channel, and so on. And the email that I got was, well, that's really nice of you, but is she not your competition? Are you not sending your clients to your competition? And it was like, no. It never occurred to me to think of anyone else in the community as my competition. No.
Right.
No. So yeah, the we share things with people because it feels good, because it's the right thing to do. Because if I encourage other people's success, I cannot help but succeed myself. So why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? So, it's, and as we're reading cards, everyone has a different talent, a different perception. We, by encouraging each other, we put everyone kind of on the same, I guess, the same level, if you will, in that, I'm not better than you. My skills might be a little different than what you do, but I'm no better than you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that, I'm sorry, go ahead, Sherry.
I was just going to say, we can stand in our power without the ego.
Right.
And then when we do that, like Catherine said, we rise by lifting each other up.
Yes.
So, and so our strength and our power isn't, what am I trying, like, what good is it if we're not sharing it? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Why be an island when you can be with amazing people and everyone can learn and grow from each other?
Yes.
no matter what the level. Because if someone, I don't want to sound like this is an ego thing, but like a newer person coming along, they have a fresh perspective that maybe
Yes.
those of us that it's like, oh, I never even thought of it that way, and vice versa. Everyone has a perspective that they bring, and there's value in that perspective.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
we broke ground. We're creating the new earth, and this is just a natural thing. All that competition and hierarchy and stepping on each other, that wasn't natural.
No.
So we are really the bringers of the forerunners of this new way. I mean, to me, it's a new old way of being, but this is going back to that. Going back to honoring each individual is special in their own way, in their own right, and we can. There's a huge, big enough table for everybody.
Exactly. Exactly. There is no lack. There is no, no hierarchy between us, and there shouldn't be. And I think that we have recognized it, and I think we have all gone out of our way to point out to people that no, I don't have a special skill. The difference between me and anyone else, whether you're on the panel or you're in the chat or you're watching this a year from now, the only difference between me and you is I practice.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that's like picking up a guitar and strumming because every once in a while you like to pick up a guitar, or studying the guitar and working with it and playing it until you're in Carnegie Hall. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know how many times on my channel I have told people, it's like, if you see something in the cards that I have missed, because I'm only human, I cannot catch everything. And people have brought such insight into that, and I welcome that. Just because my name's on the channel does not mean I'm the end all here, and that it's just we're all in this together, and we will all sleuth this out together. So I love listening to Valerie, you're talking about different things with astrology, and Tarot's my fluent language, and so I'm like going back going, I totally see how that fits for what we've got coming up in the month. So it all fits together.
It does. And it is all connected. All these different divination tools, they connect. You can read them. I pile a lot of things in there because there is. I mean, the world's so diverse, right? There's so many aspects to things.
Totally.
But it's all based in energy, so
it's
all it all comes from the same source.
Yes,
exactly.
Just different spokes of that wheel.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it. I love playing in it.
Yeah. And what's your specialty, Linda? What is it that you're currently working on that you're excited about?
Well, what I do is on Thursdays at noon Eastern time, I do butterfly readings. And that's my name came about because I have received like a kiss on my cheek from a butterfly, and it felt like my mom's lips. And I've seen butterflies in Maryland. And I was talking to my mom and telling her a story. And then when I got to Jersey, two butterflies flew between my niece and I as I was telling her about this butterfly that was I had been talking to in Maryland. So that's kind of how the name came about. And so I only use butterfly oracle cards. Well, I use the butterfly tarot, the major arcanas for that too. But the card has to have butterflies on it. But I mostly do oracle card readings, although I am still learning tarot. And if I feel spirit needs me to pull a tarot card, I will. And I hope that I know what it means. But I also use the pendulum and the dowsing rods. But my channel is more about positive, uplifting, and love and kindness, because I figure in this day and age, we need the positivity. And so I go through my cards when I first get them. And after I clean them, I just check and make sure that there's nothing in there that sounds bad or scary or mean, or that they're all real positive, uplifting cards. So that's kind of how I feel. It's like I feel like my purpose is to put out love. And with that love comes the energy and the joy. And it's amazing because what you give comes back.
Yeah.
I've worked in a business for 35 years. I was a Girl Scout and leader for 16 years. I worked in different churches for many years. I worked in singles ministries for many years, and I have never felt the love, kindness, and acceptance as I do in this community. That says something.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I remember I won a free reading from you, Marina, and at the end you said to me, well, in the next month or two, you're going to be working on what your hobby is going to be. And I'm like, I don't know. And it was like a month or two later, I had started my channel.
It's because I'm a little psychic.
I know, right?
I love it when that happens.
Yeah.
That is just it's such lovely validation, and it's I always have to remind everyone, including myself, that you know what, I'm just the mouthpiece. Really, I'm just the mouthpiece. I have to energetically and put ego aside, step aside. It's not my job to interpret. It's not my job to do anything but deliver the message. And however it comes. And sometimes they're a little weird, but I remember a couple of years ago I was doing a show with someone, and we were doing mediumship readings. And a lady had asked if for a message from her sister. And I was just new because I really fought the idea of when people said, "Oh, Marina's a medium." It's like, no, I'm a tarot reader. I'm not. No. It took a while for me to realize that. Okay. So we were just kind of, I was just starting to work with it, and as I started to pick up on her sister, I said, "Oh, she's standing there with her hands on her hips, and she's going, 'What's with the roots?'" Didn't mean anything to me, and I said, "I don't know. Was she into gardening? Like, what's with the roots?" And no, it wasn't anything like that. So I thought, okay, well, so maybe I just said something silly, whatever. It was about half an hour later. She was still in the chat, and she said, "Oh my God, I know what that means." She said, "I just stopped dyeing my hair, and she's seeing my roots." Okay then. So that's
Love
kind
it.
of a message to everyone. Trust your guides. What they tell you doesn't need to make sense to you.
That's right.
It just needs to make sense to the person hearing it.
Marina, that reminds me, this was long ago. Because I don't do like the mediumship either. I say that. And I was doing readings in a new age store. And so I started to do a reading, and I mean, clearly heard a man's voice, and he said, "This is my name. You need to tell my daughter this." And I gave me a whole list, and I'm sitting there going, so I had a client across from me, and I was like, do you know this person? And she was like, "I have no idea who you're talking about." He was not leaving me alone. I had to get out of that reading and walk through the store asking everyone, "Does anybody know so-and-so who's crossed?" And finally someone goes, "I think I do." And I was like, "He has a message for you, and this is the message. And so now can I go back to this reading that I'm supposed to be doing?" And it was just really, and then that person actually did end up booking a reading with me, and we continued, but he did leave me alone so I could finish the reading.
Yes.
And so you just never know it's all energy, and it's all going to come through through one way or the other.
Yes.
And that spirit was so grateful, to finally that somebody heard. And I mean, I was like, you must have been screaming because that's not my normal, forte there. But yeah, I'm walking through the store going, do you know Dave? Who's Dave? I don't know who Dave is. I'm hoping you know who Dave is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, totally. And love it when those things happen. It's just, it's fabulous when it does happen.
And all of our skills and abilities are coming online. I mean, we're remembering more and more of who we are. I mean, I keep hearing telepathy, which I think a lot of us do that already, right? We're just entering into that. But there's so much we don't know. It's like, who knows what we're going to remember. I mean, we have been so suppressed for so long in this lower dimension, and I hate to say lower higher, but it is dense,
Yes.
And we're coming out of that as we raise in frequency. So
Absolutely. I know the latest thing that I've sort of been working on is the divining rods. I'm trying to find a way to effectively work with them because I've got arthritis in my hands.
oh,
And so the ones that I got, the handles are a little thin, so it's kind of hard to hold on to them. So I've been trying out different things, like taking a face cloth, that bubble wrap. But then I get into, I hold it and one pops, and it's like, oh, okay, I like that sound. Let's squirrel.
I would be so unsuccessful with bubble wrap. Oh my God. I'd just be sitting there. I would be so distracted.
Yes.
There's not a bubble wrap that I have found that I don't try to pop.
You have to. You have to. It's like opening a box of chocolates. Like, seriously, you're going to have one piece of chocolate? Come on.
I'm serious.
Oh, yes.
I have a piece in my drawer here. I just love that. And when you're like so little, like it just everything calms down. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I just bought divining rods. That's crazy that you said that. I love that you're doing it.
I really enjoy them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's somebody on TikTok, Nirvana Mama, and she does a great job. She's got beautiful hair too. I just thought I would mention that. She's got like down to her waist, beautiful salt and pepper hair.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just and so I'm just mesmerized just watching her. So Nirvana Mama on TikTok. Yeah, I've really enjoyed watching her with the you're talking about like dowsing rods. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like she's made me want to get a set as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah, all my friends have them. So I was like, well, I haven't used that. Let's try that. Let's try those.
They're very reasonably priced too. I mean, you can get them for under $20. Under 15, I think I got mine.
I was surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing I would say is when you're looking for them, check the description. And even like further lower in the description to make sure that they are copper, because some of them are brass and they don't work nearly as well. And then people get frustrated thinking, oh no, see, these things don't work. Well, brass isn't meant to work. You need the copper. So.
Oh, yeah, my guides had me on a copper kick the last month. I think I've bought everything copper I could possibly buy.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, it's something.
Yeah. And Val is here. Hello, Val.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Val, have you met Linda before?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. She helped me set up my my YouTube and my StreamYard page. I was in a meeting and I said, well, how would I do that? And she goes, what are you doing at 4:00? And I'm like, nothing. We're going to get you online.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Look at you bloom like a flower or butterfly.
Transformation. That's true, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So Yeah. Oh, and Casey Boss said, my dowsing rods work amazingly for me. I connected so well with my guides. It was shocking.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
There
Right.
you go. So, yeah, absolutely. If you're drawn to something, give it a try. You got nothing to lose. Give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, my dowsing rods work so well that they'll tell me yes to everything.
I
They're
like
so
those.
positive. That's
Yeah.
some positive energy right there from your dowsing rods.
I just cannot do the pendulum or the dowsing rods because it will just, my will is just too strong to get out of my own way for that for some reason.
Wow.
It's just
I like that. My question, should I go out and buy a new piece of jewelry?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's it. I'm done.
Yes, whatever your guess is, after you figure it out. But
Totally.
yeah.
Mary is talking about working with a pendulum. I tell you what, that has saved me so much time in finding lost items in the house.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, obviously, it can work on things that you are not invested in.
Yeah.
Like if I was doing it for asking a question for somebody else, it would probably be accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Totally.
I love it. I love that. I just bought a copper pendulum too, Mary Starshine.
Lovely.
I love it. Yeah.
Great idea.
Perfect. Well, now we'll let Val do her thing as we get to 7 p.m. on the Pacific Coast, and you folks on the Pacific Coast can get ready to turn on your porch lights, turn on a lamp, do whatever, and then after Val is done, we'll come back and I'm going to pull out the council's message.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
I
that.
want to hear that.
And let's see. So yeah, stay with me. Don't anybody go anywhere.
Okay. I'm holding out for that one.
All righty. Okay. And I'm just going to step out quickly.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So, I'm going to skip the breaths, but I'm going to make you take a deep breath in and imagine beautiful white light filling your heart. And hold your breath at the top. And as you exhale, imagine your beautiful light going into the room you're in, all the way around the world and out into infinity. And so, beloved guides, angels, ascended masters, Akashic record masters, and infinite presence of divine source, we stand now in the sacred fourth segment of this gathering in gratitude, in reverence, and in radiant light that has been awakened, amplified, and embodied here today. We give thanks for all that has opened. We give thanks for all that has been remembered. We give thanks for every healing, every activation, every release, every insight, and every divine stirring that has moved through this sacred field. And now in this final attunement, we do not simply witness the light, we claim it, we anchor it, we embody it. We declare that all that has been offered in purity, love, and divine alignment is now sealed in grace. We declare that every blessing received here is now rooted deeply within the hearts, minds, and bodies of souls of all who are present and will be watching in the future. We declare that this light is not temporary, not distant, not fleeting. It is here. It is alive. It is active. It is becoming fully embodied now. We affirm that what has awakened in this gathering is real. What has shifted is real. What has been restored is real. What has been remembered is real. This light is anchored. This truth is anchored. This remembrance is anchored. We call forth the full stabilization of all energies received. Let every activation settle into perfect harmony. Let every opening be integrated with grace. Let every insight be woven into daily life with clarity and ease. Let every participant receive only what is complete alignment with their highest good, and Let it root deeply in ways that serve their soul's path beautifully and completely. We now claim the frequency of radiant embodiment. We claim the frequency of divine trust, self-trust. We claim the frequency of sacred visibility. We claim the frequency of courageous authenticity. We claim the frequency of walking as living light upon the earth, no longer hidden, no longer delayed, no longer dimmed by old fears, old stories, old hesitation. We release the belief that we must shrink to be safe. We release the habit of withholding our radiance. We release the patterns of doubt, self-minimizing, and waiting for permission. We remember now we are the permission. We are the vessel. We are the expression. We are the living light of source and form. We declare that each soul here leaves this gathering stronger, clearer, more grounded, more open, and more fully aligned with the truth of who they are. We declare that each person carries forward the codes, blessings, and activations meant for them. We declare that what has been ignited here will continue to unfold in divine timing, in divine intelligence, and in divine love. Let this be sealed in the body, in the heart, in the voice, and sealed in the path ahead. We bless the steps that come next. We bless the choices that will be made from this greater light. We bless the courage to live what has been remembered. We bless the willingness to shine without apology, without force, without separation from love. This gathering is blessed. This community is blessed. This light is blessed. This work is blessed. It is anchored. It is embodied. It is sealed. It is complete. And with that, we end this beautiful prayer of intention with the knowingness that it is evolving even still within our bodies, going forward in this awakening and remembering within. And everyone here today will experience more openings as time goes on from these activations. And so it is, and so shall it be. It is done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Val.
Thank you, everyone.
That was fabulous. Now don't go anywhere.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Oh my goodness. Let me get comfortable.
Yeah. You get comfortable. So
Okay.
all right, I have to put my my glasses on for this. Whew. Okay. We are the Council of 13, a galactic federation comprised of energetic beings, masters, teachers, and way showers. Our purpose is to guide you, our beloved fellow travelers, as you navigate through this wonderful experience of acknowledging your divinity and your connection through the one I am, the source of all that has been, that is, and all that will be. We speak to you through Alara, known to you in this incarnation as Marina, as we blend our knowledge and assist you in the progression towards unity with Source, the universal I am. We offer support as you navigate uncertain times, uncertain to you, perhaps, but not to us. Okay. When we grew in our development, we too had teachers and way showers and light workers assisting us. And we too endured some of the same challenges that you are facing. Our purpose, much like those who guided us, is to allow you the opportunity to discover not only your divinity and connection to Source, but the divinity of those around you, especially those whose views seem so far removed from your own journeys. They too are your teachers. We offer spiritual guidance through raising your individual energy fields as you grow and correspond to our own energy. We call light, we can light the way, show you the way, pave the way. What we cannot do is to make the journey for you. We have already learned the lessons we needed in order to have a more organic existence, and we are at the ready to further your spiritual awakening. As some of you would say, it's an inside job. Know that you are not on this journey alone. Your guides, ancestors, astral beings, angels, elementals, and sages are paving the way for all that we are paving the way forward, and all that we ask is that you pay attention to the signs all around you. The sparkle of sunshine as it dances across the ocean waves is a sign of hope, of the natural flow of life in Earth School. The joy of skipping a heartbeat as you embrace a child or a loved one, that is a sign of unconditional love and confirmation that you are on the right path. The spark of an idea to do something different, to try a new way, is a sign of faith in the unseen. The wonder of watching a seedling grow, sometimes in the harshest of environments, is a sign of perseverance and surrender. Perseverance in the belief that it can flourish, and surrender in the belief that control is an illusion. Many of you have been experiencing physical transformation as well as spiritual transformation. This is a sign of your growth, of your emergence into varying degrees of dimension, where your talents and historical knowledge is needed and valued. None of you are here by happenstance. You chose to be here because you realized, even before choosing your earthly body, that you would instinctively feel, see, and recognize those whose mission is the same as yours. And you started to gather, each day a step closer to fulfilling your purpose. That purpose is slowly being revealed to each of you in a way that will have meaning for you, that will resonate with you without explanation. You will simply know. Each of you is a spark that can start a fire, that can ignite wondrous manifestations and create a unique experience for those that will come after you. And there will be those that come after you. Earth School is the creation of the I Am that in its energetic form wants to experience those things that enhance its understanding and own destiny. What you learn, what you experience, and what you ultimately value is added to the collective understanding, the collective growth, the collective desire to understand as much as possible for the greatest good. We feel your energy vibrations as you gather, and we send it back to you magnified tenfold. Your progress is noteworthy. You are not failing. You are expanding the universe of knowledge that love is the answer to everything. Compassion is understanding differences and yet still accepting it without reservation. We are here with you, and we want you to know that you are always only a thought away, that you matter, and that your mission is one of great importance. Thank you for who you are and for what you do, beloveds. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was fantastic. Oh my gosh, so deep. So many layers. You know, it's one of those things you have to listen to a lot of different times and let it sink in. That was beautiful, Marina. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Council.
I have to say, when you started reading that, we went to 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Live, 33. Right when you were reading it, I got the chills. I was like, whoa. Wow. And you'll have to play it back and see. It's there. Well, you won't see that maybe, but you'll see that the time stamp. It'll be at that point. So look at that. That is pretty powerful.
Holy smokes! It covered so many things that we talked about.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, like, the how they were led along by, you know, another group, you know, a group of you know, ahead of them, and now we were just talking about how, you know, leading the group ahead, and I was like, we just talked about that. That was beautiful, Marina.
Yeah, it was just spectacular. I love it. I love all that information, and it's no mistake that she got it before Shine Your Light, and she read it on Shine Your
Right.
Light, right? You can't make those things up, right?
I think we got the message before you read it, Marina.
I think so.
You just like solidified that message for us. That was beautiful.
And I got to tell you, I was getting the whole body shivers as, because I'm hearing the words the first time like you're hearing them, and it's like,
it's a deep, well, you have the deep connection with the Council of 13. So you really are, when you're reading it, having that connection again, and it's flowing in. So it's powerful as you're reading that. Yeah, for sure. I love it.
Thank you, Council.
Yeah, thank you for that beautiful message, Council of 13, through Alara, aka Marina.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
That was
beautiful. I'm glad that I got to be a part of it here, and it was lovely. So I'm gonna have to re-listen to that multiple times. But I'm gonna let you all go, Marina. That was fabulous, fabulous. I love it.
Thank you.
What a message. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Val. Bye, Kamal. And thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for doing this with me every month. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for everything that you do. It is not going unnoticed.
And Val and Marina, thank you for what you do to present this event month after month after month. What a beautiful job that you have done over the months. So we thank you.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
I wouldn't do this if I didn't get pleasure and immense joy out of it. Believe me. And so, well, thank you, all of you, for joining me. I hope that you will come back, and you will join me on future shows. That is, it's what we do. It's what we do. Don't forget to shine your light. Stand in the courage of being the person that others can approach, and that can know that if they have questions about things, that they're going to be met with love and compassion as things are explained to them, as they are able to fulfill their own journey, whatever their struggles might have been up until now. So thank you everyone for being here. And we'll do this again. We'll do this again in April. And I think I have it set for April 25th, which is the last Saturday in April. So thank you. Much love to everyone. And ladies, don't go anywhere as I end this, but thank you again from the bottom of my heart. All right, everyone, take care and have a fabulous rest of the week.